Lamentation or complaint. I am only trying to prepare our people for what is to come. You are being prepared for what is to come. The time has come to separate the chaff from the wheat itself. Our march is very, very near. The enemies are trembling, they are quaking, they are doing all they can to try to stop us. But they have failed very woefully. And they will continue to fail. But I want to say that we are getting attacks from everywhere. From everywhere all over the world. And very soon, they will buy over some of you. Some of you, they will buy some of you over. The spirit of Yasika and the Ifajuna are still in some of you. When the time comes, they will buy you over. I am not doing this program tonight to ask all of you to be strong. I am doing it to remind you, not that if they succeed in buying you over, you're not going to stop what we are doing. You can't. You cannot. Not in a trillion years. But I need you to appreciate one very simple fact. That at the end of this very race, everybody will testify that indeed Chukwukika Abiyama, the same God of Israel, of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the same God of Ehiri in Aguleri, the same God of Umweri, the same God of Ora-Eri, the same God of Owe-Eri, the same God of Arochukwu. Let's look at the true God, one true God. You will know that indeed, not only is he omnipotent, that same God is the owner of this very agitation. No human being can stop it. We have enemies, and we need to be very, very careful, both within and without. Very, very careful. The next 2 weeks will be very pivotal. Next 2 weeks will be very, very important in the life, or should I say, in this very mission that we have embarked upon. The devil will do everything. And you are going to watch spectacularly how we are going to destroy and shame the enemy. And at the end, every glory and adoration will belong to God and not to man. Now let us go and tell you what is happening that some of you do not understand. I want those of you who are hardcore, those who we are chosen before you were born. There were some people who were chosen before they were born. to agitate for Biafra restoration. This is a message for you. Those who, from their mother's womb, they were born to do this very work. You must be very, very strong. Because Biafra will open the eyes of black people all over the world. Because Biafra will mean that blacks from America, blacks from the Caribbean, from Southern America, they will all flood into Africa. It will be like the time that Yeshua was born. Biafra is like a light, a beacon. They will follow it. They will say, let us go and see what is happening there. That is what these no-colonialists do not want. They don't want Biafra to come. I am telling our people so they understand the mountains. I didn't say what mountain. The mountains in front of us that we need to overcome. And for us to overcome it, we need to be very strong mentally, mental strength. Just like when you're doing anything in life, and it appears as if you are being buffeted from everywhere. That is the time that you no longer rely on willpower or your muscles. You go to your brain to endure and to persevere and to keep going until you overcome. That is the stage we are in right now. To make sure that our brain is in gear to confront everything the Janjaweed has to throw at us. We don't have money. Their budget is over $20 billion to fight us. They can bribe Facebook. They can buy them off. They can do anything they like. They can come to some of you and bribe you off. They can promise you what you've never had before. They can give you maybe a house in Dubai. They can promise you a vehicle. They can tell you, oh, we'll make you vice president. They can promise you anything to make sure that you're like them. But this very IPOB, this very hardcore is not going to move. And I will tell you why we can't move. As lamentation or complaint, I am only trying to prepare our people for what is to come. You are being prepared.
Without fear before our enemies. We have sworn an oath to restore Biafra, or we die in the process. There will be no retreat and no surrender. If the option they give to us is to seek our restoration by violence, every living thing living in the zoo will be destroyed. All the animals will be destroyed. It's a promise and a pledge we are making to them. They must understand that we just don't love our country. We are fanatical about Biafra. We will do everything humanly possible to ensure that Biafra comes. It is either the flag of Biafra is raised up or I am lowered into the grave. One of the two must happen. It is better for this heaven and this earth not to exist than for Biafra not to come to pass. We dedicate it into the hands of Chukwuabiama, the creator of the heavens and the earth, because only him decreed that we should exist as a race, and only him has the say to decide and to determine if we are to survive or not. We don't rest our hopes in any man. We don't believe that any country can do anything for us. We are going to reaffirm our faith in the supremacy of the creator of the heavens and the earth, Chukwuabiama, upon to whom and in whom every glory and honor belongs to. That's why we worship him and nothing else and no other. We worship the one true living God. That is who we worship. That is why we were created. We are not like any other people. We have been chosen by Chukwuabiama to serve him. We have been chosen by the creator of the heavens and the earth that we may serve him. That is why in our names it contains every praise imaginable. Every praise imaginable to the Most High is contained within our names because we are very special people. We are here to reaffirm and reiterate that. We are here to ensure that this very march towards our freedom cannot be hindered. Any obstacle on our way, real or imagined, man or woman, adult or child, anything it is, once you are an impediment to the restoration of the sovereignty of Biafra, you will be destroyed completely and totally, in every way imaginable. We do not forgive. There is no forgiveness in our dictionary. We are here to ensure that the death of 3.5 million people is not forgotten. It is to them that I owe every ounce of loyalty and obligation. They are not here to offer any advice or to ask us to forgive Gowon. They are not here to ask us to forgive Haruna. They are not here to ask us to forgive the Yoruba people and the Awolowo family. The reason why we exist is to ensure that their memory, that they can never ever be forgotten, that their memory will linger on forever, that as long as man walks this earth, this world will remember the 3.5 million people that they killed. Men and women that did nothing. Children that were innocent. Their only crime is to be blessed by God. That is the only crime they have committed. As those children were being slaughtered, as they were being starved to death by a very wicked and cruel world, spearheaded by Awolowo, everybody looked on and did nothing. Instead of them to help us, they ensured that our absolute blockade from land, air, and sea was absolute, that we may die, that the children of God may die. But lo and behold, Chukwu Abiyama determined that we cannot die, that we cannot perish, because we are his own. Despite all our iniquities, despite all our sins, he made us in his image. He gave us that very edict to worship him, and that is what we do every blessed day on this radio station, without fail and without the fear of any human being. Talk less of an animal in the zoo. We are here to worship Chukwu Abiyama. For those who don't understand what Chukwu Abiyama means, he is the creator, the supreme creator of the heavens and the earth. And to him we owe everything that we are. And upon him and to him does every honor and glory belong to. This is Radio Biafra. As I wait the barrister to join. You don't know what it means. Most of us do not understand what it means to be a Biafran. You have not seen anything yet. I was kidnapped. I was beaten. I was spat at. My clothes were ripped from my body. Women urinated and poured it on me because of Biafra, so that they may humiliate me to such a point that I will not talk about Biafra anymore. They videoed me. Masop has a video of me where they were beating me, dragging me on the floor, tearing my clothes because I spoke the truth. That did not stop me from talking about Biafra. It did not stop me from taking Radio Biafra to Enugu. It did not stop me from broadcasting Radio Biafra from Nnewi. It did not stop me from broadcasting Radio Biafra from Onitsha, from Owerri, from Aba, from Port Harcourt. I am resolute. I don't retreat. Never. Nigeria has put me in detention before. Solitary confinement. It did not stop me from preaching Biafra. How about an imbecile? Some we are talking. How can that affect me? If those that kidnapped me and nearly killed me did not stop me from doing Biafra, how about an imbecile hiding somewhere? People must know who I am. I am destructively stubborn. You see, Biafra is going to come. You don't know.
Good evening, fellow comrades and lovers of freedom across the globe. This is a bit late night tonight, and I welcome you wherever you are on this surface, on this planet. As you have heard our leader's voice this evening, this is something every single one of us must ponder into. And my name is Amaze George Izuchukwume. I reside here in United Kingdom as one of the principal servants of indigenous people of Biafra. Here in United Kingdom and North London, coordinator to be precise. And today is the 17th day of November, year of our Lord 2023. And is 19 minutes on top of the hour here in United Kingdom. 9 p.m. presumably. 19 minutes, 20 power, 19 minutes on top of 10 p.m. in Biafra, in the Holy Land of Biafra. As I welcome you, please welcome others. This is late night program this evening as we are mandated to serve heaven as our leader have proclaimed. Everything that is happening today, when you have spoken about it, no mistake, make no mistake about it. Mazen Nankan knew, and where he is today, he knew what was going to happen. That is his choice. But those that superheaded to make sure it was handed over to the enemy, just like they sell Yahushua, the Judas and the Brutus of our times, those that sold Mazen Namdekanu tonight is another episode. This is the 003. That is the episode 3. If you want to use that word or 003 as it suits you, we will continue to expose and to educate Biafrans specifically on the journey of those that sold our leader because they gave us figure $9 million US. We never asked for this. And they told us and we made a promise to them that we must keep. We will continue to expose Chike Dozim and his cronies, those that were supposed to know better. The remnant of 2015 was the ones that were the canker ones within IPOB. They emerged, they surged out on 2021. But we are here to repel them as we did in 2015. It is a matter of time. We are not going anywhere. Tonight is another episode, like I said, it's 003 episode 3 of Who Sold Mazen Namdekanu for $9 million US. Tonight, I'm going to play a couple of voices. Before I proceed, it's a tradition that we actually show you what started and what brought us to where we are. It's very, very important that we will always make this open. And for so many of us, as our leader has cried over the years, that our people are domicile and imbecilic. Now, what I'm going to do tonight is that I'm definitely going to read a chunk of the memo, the guidance principle, the falsified guidance principle that Ejiofor concocted and passed over to Rita Eze-Isi that brought all the problem we have in IPOB. We must always visit that particular paper before we dive into those that told us how much they sold our leader. All we are asking is that those that sold Mazen Namdekanu should tell us who sold Mazen Namdekanu and how much it was sold was $9 million. Where was the money paid into? The chief negotiator, which is the faceless China Sanwo-Olu, was the one. And I will play his voices like it's a tradition. Everything we say in this platform, Biafra Alpha Power Media, is here specifically on issue that concerns IPOB. This is not Biafra Radio, for avoidance of doubt. As we broadcast through the Biafra Radio Facebook page, is an opportunity and is a privilege. But we are here to do justice to things that concern IPOB, not in our national radio. So like I said, before I proceed, I always like to bring your brain back because I know that you are domiciled. You guys are very weak. You don't think. Let me read the second paragraph on that guidance principle that we, open door for me to go into what I want to say. I'm going to keep this program short because we are coming on air tomorrow again with the Italian family. So we definitely have to come on air tomorrow again to continue with the menace in Italy. The murderer himself, Chiran Samoru, threatening to kill Italian national coordinator, is on record, and we will continue with it. Like I said, this is the second paragraph on the so-called the guidance principle. What is it called? The so-called the former crooked lawyer Fanye Jofo. And where I'm going to read is, a very, very important on E, because if I go from D said, account statement, spreadsheet, donor list, or any IPOB document must be given to IPOB assets and funds recovery officer when demanded, or else the account will be audited and closed if there is any misappropriate of IPOB fund, or they are the one that came to steal. They never done anything. These are individual, and this particular position was not meant open. There are so many mystery that our leader had, but once Onion do, they found that they sold our leader. They all jumped into because their target was to stifle IPOB finance. And where interesting thing is on E. E says every fundraising activities must be approved by the IPOB Finance and Audit Department until further notice. That's a decree. F said Rita O as the EC is a deemed and authorized representative. This is where the whole thing gets soggy. Has the authority to manage all financial operation, sign, execute, and contract in the name of IPOB Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, and Mazen Nnamdi Kanu without any further authorization by Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. And I will stop it there. This document I have here is a massive document. If I might tell you, this is where the 747,000. This is the document that all the things they did, the money they stole in IPOB. This is where he is. The lady that Latina Marquetas, our former U.S. National Financial Secretary, did it extensively. All these things were sent to Chike Dozian. Chike Dozian did nothing because Chike Dozian was part of it. So this was the document, and even IPOB North American, this is the vote of no confidence on Chike Dozian. This document was in we've done a program concerning this before, so I think it's out there for anybody to grasp. Now I'm going to move forward, and tonight, like I said, who sold Mazen Nnamdi Kanu for $9 million? This is a $1 million question that they brought this to our attention. We never asked this question. They brought into our question, and this is our right to analyze it. But there's something I want to bring you to tonight. Some of you didn't understand because a couple months ago, there was a time there's a particular picture that surfaced online. Chika Paul Doziem, the enemy at the gate, the monster himself, went to Tanzania. I want to show you the picture. And some of you, I don't know if you're conversant with Tanzania. Tanzania is East Africa, and it has a common border with Kenya. Kenya was where Onyendu was kidnapped. The question you should be asking is this: what is Chike Doziem doing in Tanzania? And what kind of, because I'm going to read, they have their eras they're using to propagate. This guy that lives in Ivory Coast, they're called Emeka Gift. No, not Emeka Gift. Yeah, that's a family writer. And this Rapture Media, or whatever they call it, because that is this is their personal business. The guy that they allowed to be streaming to IPOB platform, even when Onyendu was there. Chukwudi Oforma made it known that's what they are using now. This is the propaganda station, which is Rapture Media. They're projecting. They have some riffraff there. They don't even know they are ref on it, right? But having said that, my interest is this. A question you should be asking is this: what did Chike Doziem want to do in a neighboring country that Onyindu, East Africa should be no go area for IPOB, in quote. I remember when China Sanwo came on Radio Biafra, we should go and protest in Kenya embassy. We went. Then they were following whatever they told us because we're following due process, which is command and control in IPOB. Here in United Kingdom stayed the most dangerous. The day we went to Kenya embassy in central London, Uhuru Kenyatta was in the embassy that day. The man has to be, they smuggled him out. We dealt with them that day in the embassy. It's on record. Is it go to UK media? The day we went to Kenya embassy, that's no country that have taken the move that UK took the day we went there. It was remarkable. But all this momentum, where is it today? You know what I mean? So this monster went to Kenya, and this is Rapture Media posting it. This is what they say. Just in. It is a great privilege for IPOB Tanzania and the Igbo community in Tanzania to host. When we told you that this guy does not represent IPOB, and moreover, the question is this: what is he doing in Tanzania? Tanzania and Kenya. I can pull up the map here and show you. You could see it's there. You could see Kenya and Tanzania. This common border that is what is breaking these two countries. And he went to Tanzania and they're ascribing Igbo community. Why would you ascribe Igbo community? IPOB is not about Igbo. This is the problem. You know, our kit and kin, we always say that we are dominant. At the end of the day, you can't blame them because the attitude, the body language, all this whole thing was a personal. He probably went there like they went in 2021 to go and collect money about the election. I will come to that tonight. But nobody paid attention or asked questions. What was Chike Doziem doing in Tanzania? And nobody touched him in Tanzania. And even he put a picture. The head of the Directorate of State went to Tanzania and he was not kidnapped. And he posted the picture. He was not kidnapped an IPOB. What have you sat down and asked yourself a question? Chike Doziem traveled to Tanzania, literally Kenya. He was not arrested or kidnapped. But you know, they posted it as they're trying to confuse some gullible one, diplomatic in Tanzania. He's joking me. Now, I want to read what they posted for avoidance of doubt. And now, before I will leave you to go and ask this question, this is where who sold Mazen Nnamdi Kanu for 9, because they're still going around collecting the remnants they still left. Because the money was run out into this country and connection they used to do all this dirt. They want to still revisit them. Because he went there, he don't want to touch him. But you actually posted picture, they put it on social media. Because this thing, any country you go, before you enter that country, people know, people that came to pick him there, but there's no Biafran flag on the picture here. What they say, Igbo community. So, and it's still IPOB there. I never had IPOB in Tanzania before, if I'm not mistaken. But I will read what they wrote. Now, it is a great privilege for IPOB Tanzania and the Igbo community in Tanzania to host the IPOB Worldwide Head of the Directorate of State, Chike Doziem, and Maz Joseph Egewi, IPOB East Africa representative for their visit to Tanzania. This visit has boosted the morale of Biafrans and the Igbos community in the East Africa region, and we pray that Chukwuka Kabiama will continue to guide and protect the leadership of IPOB as they continue the diplomatic onslaught against the Nigerian government for the release of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and restoration of Biafra. This is bollocks. Chike Doziem didn't go to Tanzania to anything that concerning Mazen Nnamdi Kanu or Biafra. He was there on his personal business because this is how they sold Onyendu. If Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped in Kenya, then how much more Chike Doziem going to Tanzania? And he went there and he gathered with his vultures because these are. If this has to do with IPOB, is there any of them here wearing anything that signifies IPOB? If he has a Biafran flag, probably he put it where he's taking this picture, but it was not touched. I'll allow you to go and judge it because it's very, very important that everybody open their eyes. And this is the question we are asking because their backing dog was the one that told us that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was sold for 9 million, was sold for 9 million. And we are asking this question: who sold Mazen Nnamdi Kanu for 9 million? But the reason why this program must go on is that we will be exposing and telling you. You remember the time Aba massacre happened? A lot of people think Aba massacre was probably they couldn't take it because Chisom Dream is in UK today. They pushed her to Nottingham, compensation of selling out Parliament, and they killed them. China Sanwo said he sent someone to Kenya about Onyendu case and he was killed there. He never told you who that person was. Just, these are the words that come out of his mouth we have on tape. It's not me saying it. I don't say anything he did not say. Anything I'm saying here, I have to get it out of them. That is why Chike Duzem, he went to Kenya. When was the last time he heard this animal speak or said anything concerning Mazen Nnamdi Kanu? But what he's doing, every avenue to make sure he frustrated Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. That is why I play the voices I play tonight. And anytime I come on air, I'll be playing those voices to remind you that our leader, where he is today, is his choice. It's not because of me and you or anybody forced it to him. It's a decision that he has made and make sure that Biafra will be restored. So now, before I go forward again, and tonight, what I want to do is that the question is a fundamental question. I'm still going to start playing voices now of those that purportedly sold Mazen Nnamdi Kanu for 9 million. Is a fundamental question, and this question must continue, and we will ask for the answer. This is a record to prove because nobody asked the question. They were the one running Helter Skelter. They're the one that sold Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. They're the one that came back asking, telling us how much they sold and the activities between how Onyendu was sold. It is bizarre. Let's listen. As he goes forward, I will explain. And then again, before I go forward on this issue, the last time I was with the Italian family, I tried to play the audio of the sham they did in Italy, wasting our fund. We contributed for BTB over the years, sending that money in Italy, without knowing that these people have no vision. The world we are living today, nobody wastes money. It's only people that depend on media house. We are freedom fighter. We are static. We move around. So there is no need for you to go and rent a room or apartment anywhere, paying 650 euro every month as a studio. And what is that studio bringing into IPOB? But you guys allow someone that monetizes page, Jackson, that lives in Italy. Rapture Media, individual using IPOB to make fortune. It doesn't work. He sat down, using the blood of Biafrans. None of our platform is monetized for avoidance of doubt. None of our former Facebook account, Biafra Radio, Biafra was over 1.8 million before Facebook disabled that account when they disabled my own account in 2016, if I'm not mistaken. And there was a reason Onyendu said we will not monetize any of our platform because IPOB could have been making fortune. But what did they do? Chukwu, your former, allowed an individual. I spoke to that guy, and I remember the guy was talking to him one time with this idiot that lives in Germany. We're in a video call. The environment where this guy is doing this thing, I thought the guy lives in Africa because all the time he said the man on the ground. I didn't know that this guy lives in Italy. Very, very hazard environment. There are more dirty computers everywhere. Right? So now, what I'm saying is this. People need to understand where we are coming from and where we are. Because at the end of the day, the last thing we want is people making money out of the agony and blood of our people. This is what we stand against. That's why Onyendu mandated that we shall contribute that money. That is the pain we must feel. Even when Radio Biafra transmitter was meant to buy in 2014-15, somebody offered to buy that. Onyendu refused, rejected that money. And he said everybody must contribute. I think it's about 110,000 pounds. If I'm not mistaken, it was bought here. The UK former national coordinator and what is he called? This is our, what is he called again? I forgot that guy's name. But it was Festus and Ekwe that actually loaded it in container. And that transmitter get to the zoo. That was why Benjamin the Madbug is involved, because he was kept in his house. And when they are pressuring our leader that Onyendu didn't buy the transmitter, Onyendu told them, I bought it and this is why it is. Rita and Ebog, they were the one that that actually tell the what is it called, the DSS where the transmitter is. So they are paying 670 euro in the so-called office where the BTV. Imagine they say BTV, and now they are launching. The question you should be asking us tonight, what is that TV going to? What is it going to attribute to Biafra restoration and raise of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu? You have radio Biafra that will be bastardized. What you do there is to come there to call name, going off key of things that didn't concern IPOB. You're not talking about how Onyendu is going to be released. Now they're saying that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is accusing the zoo. Anytime you see them making any assertion, that assertion is their wish. I haven't seen that news, and I saw it flashed, but I have not where it's coming from. But anytime you see their hero at saying something, when you see them saying, "Oh, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is accusing the Nigerian government," they want to hold him indefinitely. That is their wish. They have rumored Onyendu was going to die. That doesn't wash. Now they are restless. They are apprehensive. They don't know because they don't get any information. They don't visit Onyendu. They don't know nothing. Anything that's saying online is out of now Ejiofor. When was the last time you see a Ejiofor writing episode? When they told Ejiofor he was sacked, he was running his mouth. He said he was going to that Ejimako have closed the Rubicon. We were waiting for him, but no, he was nowhere to be found. So I want to put up something here because I remember Italian national coordinator saying that Patrick Nkem. Patrick Nkem, how did I get in contact with Patrick? Was through Mazen Nnamdi. I never know him from
representative. IPOB national coordinator.
I never know this. I never know him anywhere because I remember the last time they came on air. I tried to play this audio, but he didn't play. This is the shenanigan they call BTV. They are going to open tomorrow. For those of you that are naive, I'm advising some of you that live in Italy. They hijack Italian account, but I'm not commenting on it because the people that Italians are going to deal with them on their own way. But what I'm saying is that anybody anywhere telling you, I remember when we have BTV in Biafra land, we in UK here, I remember we bought phone. I can't remember how many phones we bought for them. Then send back home. We did. Because we've been supporting from day one. I remember all this Austin, Kika Austin, all this guy. There was another lady then. They were doing BTV back then in Biafra land. We supported them, UK here. We made a project one time. I think we sent about 7 phones or so. For them, all of them individual. We gave them phone then. Now, my reason why I'm commenting on this is that I remember the Italian national coordinator, Maaz Ogoro, said that this Patrick Nkem does not contribute any dime in Italy. He is the one that running his mouth about Onyendu's family. I don't know him. I remember one time he invited me in his program. I told him I'm busy. Because why would I go to, what am I going to be talking with him? From day one, I knew he has got nothing to offer. I said, I'm busy. I never go. He can satisfy to that. I don't want to come to your program. The rapture media was because of Mazen Nnamdi. Immediately they dealt with Mazen Nnamdi. I told the idiot in Germany that I don't defend individual straightforwardly. Then they thought they know what they are doing in the media. But here we are. You're paying 670 euro monthly for so-called, it's not an office. I will have office, we'll move our office after what happened in Victoria, Spain, Omiomio regime. Now we'll have our office in Germany, approved by our leader. Now you say you have Riazin office, which is Chidimma was the person that is Chinasa Nworu was the person, our sister is the person now they're paying 670. Who is contributing this money? And our people are dying back home. What is this going to serve for IPOB and Biafra at large? This is where because what they go is where they contribute money. See Austin Alban and this nitwit. These are the criminals, these monsters. I have a lot of his voices. With time, I'm going to play it. Numerous meetings we held. This man is disgusting. Austin Alban is the most devilish human being I ever come in contact with. Everything that happened in Europe, Austin Alban masterminded it. He doesn't talk, but he's devil. These people are evil. I never knew that these people can be this callous. But like Italian National Coordinator said, I want to listen to you to see. This is the picture of so-called TV. Conventional TV, who watch it these days? No one have time for that. No one watch conventional TV. Orthodox TV, no. Social media have taken over. Podcast, what I'm doing here. You do whatever you want to do on your own time. So why in the hell are you spending 670 euro monthly? That is close to over 800,000 naira. People are dying. If you send this money to our people that are locked up in prison to feed them, it's nothing. Radio Biafra, you guys have hijacked. What are you doing in Europe? That's nothing you do there. Instead of gossip and calling people name, and anybody you mention their name, it either the zoo hunt them down or use your dead man's sword to go and kill them. This is what you guys are doing. I want to comment on this.
It's my pleasure to have you, Biafrans all over the world. It's also my pleasure to have the European representative, IPOB National Coordinator, Italy, and Mazi China Sanworu, whose video is not showing.
Can you see how idiotic and very backward this guy's video is not showing? Because he can't show his face, but he has no balls. I have personal chat with this idiot. He has no balls. But we have his picture all over the place. He can't run, but he can't hide. Kidding man who lives in Italy, doesn't live in space. So all this nonsense he's doing and his family member are living in barrack is just a matter of time. Like I said, any man that lives in a glass that does not throw stone, he might be acting Capone when you're hiding, but things will turn around rapidly. Very important. He wouldn't show his face because he's a coward. Because he is the one. They are the one that concocted this. Because the only way they are looking, where can they move money? It's about money. As we're going to continue with their menace in Italy tomorrow with the Italian family again. We'll continue with another voice again is coming up tomorrow for avoidance of doubt. But he said that his video is not showing. Why his video is not showing? He didn't tell us why. And he didn't ask him why. Why can't he put this video on? This is why all of you are going to die miserably. All of you.
But I would like us to share this program. If you are following us for the first time in a long while, we haven't broadcasted on BTV, but we are just test running the BTV Europe launch, which will be coming on the 18th of November 2020.
The question you'll be asking them is that, what is the importance of this BTV? It's an internet. So why do you need BTV than what you are doing here now? You're going to connect it in such that people watch it in dish, isn't it? They listen to the Radio Biafra. What difference will you be saying there? What program are you going to create to different from what you're saying now? Playing people's voice? Is it what you're going to play there? By wasting over 800,000 to 900,000 naira every month that people contributed their hard-earned money. For what? While you can build it with less than 200 euro or less than that and still manage it. This is the money. We're not talking about the laptop they buy for you guys or all that, on the share you buy on to furnish the place. We're talking about the money, because the amount of money that I put in this so-called studio, they say is a project. He asked them, before you embark on any project, there's an end zone. What do you mean to achieve? To propagate what? Other than what you're saying in Biafra Radio or what you're saying on social media on a daily basis. Because you guys stream through Rapture Media. So what kind of TV are you talking about? I don't understand. Are you guys normal?
And from the liaison office of the indigenous people of Biafra in Italy, Padova, we are coming to you live at this point in time. With me is the European representative, Mazi Osinabanyem. Mazi Osinabanyem, you're welcome to the program.
Anyway, To be fair, I don't really want to listen to any of this.
You are muted. Can you please unmute?
I just wanted to comment on it, but to be honest with you, I can't stand this animal that call Austin Albani. If his voice cracked my ears, I just want to prove to you guys how cowardice. This guy, the Cork Patrick, came. You know what is called wimp? These are wimps. You know what I mean? They are licking butt. I don't know what they are looking for. Like the man in Italy said, I don't know the kind of work he's doing, but he's making living. I don't want to get in people's personal life, but what I'm saying, this consigner, because my money is in this thing they are doing here. I know how much we contributed and pay into this particular BTV. We have the record. And because it was not said, because, everybody was doing what they were asked to do. But now, the checkmate is here now to checkmate whatever they do. And I'm asking you, anybody contributing dying on this, maybe, I don't know if you don't know what to do with your money, but the fact remains, it has nothing to profit IPOB and Biafra at large. Because you need to go back to Biafra, so-called Radio Biafra that our leader established the hollow platform that today they discredited. That's why they gave birth to Biafra Radio. So what are they going to talk about there? That's the exception of what they're saying now. Chidan Samuel couldn't show his face there. So how is he going to grant? He's coming to TV. Have you ever had someone come to national television without showing their face? This is how you start. Somebody blank screen. This is how you showing the world that you want to run television station. How idiotically and mockery you guys are making. You're just making mockery of yourself. It's disgusting. I need to get away with this video because it's not why I'm here, but I just wanted to comment on this because I didn't say anything concerning it. Now, I need to go to let me go into the murderer himself. You know what I mean?
I think every 2 weeks he was pumping champagne when Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was renditioned. You know, one thing is this.
Sorry, I made a mistake just for a minute. Yeah, just keep me enjoy the music for a minute. Okay. Yeah, thank you.
Involved. And after we publish their names, we don't give.
Now, some of you have forgotten, when the so-called Ibn Sahara reporter carried it, that Jagaban said that the reason why they have no resistance is because of Hope Uzodinma. All these things are getting, so we understand all this. None of these people are holding our leader. They're just trying to create some pandemonium, which that's what they told them to say. Now, the so-called state governorship election has come and gone. I hope every one of you remember the threat that this guy was on Radio Biafra, even mentioning INEC. Now, those are saying no election in Biafra land. That's why I said, you don't repeat what has been done before. If you don't have a vision or you don't have a mandate, you don't have a blueprint, all you need to do is shut your mouth. Because when we started no election in Biafra land, there's a significant, and it was yielding result. It's for a reason. We are not there to disrupt any democratic setting, but we want to make our case heard. All we are asking for is to give us that opportunity to be able to decide who and how we want to be governed. Now, all this whole thing is because they have now thinking now they have project themselves as the pressure group because now they got dead man's sword. They can threaten people and kill people. All this noise has come and gone. Imo State, even Hope Uzodinma have it on tape saying God gave it to him. Who thinks he's going to allow this opportunity to pass him by? I'm not looking to that guy because I know he's a clown. They all will have their days. But for some of you that your brain is not functioning, this animal, China Sanwo-Olu and Chikedozem, all these people, what they do now is that they project, they're using IPOB now to being what they do. They are like a pressure group. But most of all these people already have understood who they are, so they become irrelevant because they don't possess any power. No, they don't possess any power. After all their noise, the election is legal. If people voted, I'm not interested. Hope is still there. But he came to the radio by telling the world that IPOB is the one pursuing the INEC officials. How can you make that statement and you're attributing it to IPOB that our leader is leading and is in the DSS dungeon? Because everything they are doing today, they know. If Mazen can come out today, where is China Sanwo-Olu going to be and Chikedozem? That's it. Because they know their position. He cried that cry in one of these videos, which I'm going to play. But I want to remind you that this election has come and gone because they were panting. Because they were requesting for their own fund. Probably Hope doesn't want to give them any money. They are threatening, but at the end of the day, what they are threatening got to do. Where are they today? Let's listen, because sometimes they speak, they forget. But all these things, and talking about Hope Uzodinma, China Sanwo-Olu owns a hotel in where. How did he get it? It's from the same $9 million he's telling us when they said he had a hotel. It was during this time was rendition in Ebonyi State. All of us, we are saying, all of us, we are the people defending this animal. But today, we have it unknown. Owerri got a hotel in Owerri. He has in Ebonyi State. It's a fact. Where did he get the money from? Every single politician now, what they do, they went from back and collecting money. Soludo knows all this, and that's why all these people, they don't take them serious anymore. They know. When Soludo told them that without Mazen Nankan, they won't have a everlasting peace, all of them gone against him, including a Joffo. Listen, where he's threatening people that are doing their work on the guise of IPOB.
Night or Radio Biafra, because they are the ones who are already putting the results down. They are all involved. And after we publish their names, we don't give a damn. Not IPOB.
I hope you guys listen. For those that are not listening here, it will say it's threatening INEC is going to publish their name, which they did. Let them know who are those that are pursuing them. That's a threat. I have spoken about this before, the distinction. Mentioning IPOB because IPOB, so far as IPOB is concerned, the supreme leader of the indigenous people of Biafra is Mazen Nankan, nobody else. Illegally, worldwide. So when you're making this kind of assertion, when you're using behind bars, in dungeon, and he's still asking question, who sold Mazen Nankan for $9 million? Isn't it appalling?
The one pursuing them because they have become instructors everywhere. Then you come as they are killing their remnants in Imo State, the military, because everybody has borrowed it. All the criminal and militia groups, both the security operatives, they have all their borrow pits. It is a tradition for them in Imo State.
Like I said, anything China Sanwo-Olu says is what he's doing because the Borough Pit, he must have his own, I say in Imo State, because him himself is involved in killing. We're not going to talk about how many IPOB, the one that happened in Aba was open. Everybody can attest to that. Because the money they sold Fendi with, they got it from Italy, which will have the record, including the account they paid their money to. They told them they have a project. But this is how they go. They go through behind Madam Nenyanya. But he knew that he had no business with finance, which I'm going to play a chunk of it here. But they will go back and threatening coordinator. The same thing I had with them here. We did fundraising, and I told them I'm not paying that money into any fraudulent account. I will pay that money to the official account given by IPOB head of finance to hell with all of you. Damn the consequences. All these are morons. Who the heck do you think you are? Did I join IPOB because of you? Or I don't know my left from my right. I knew the code of conduct. I knew who I had his voice before I joined. I don't nobody no apology. Till tomorrow morning. And I stand on my ground. And that is what you guys are on helter skelter. It's on record. Borrow pity, have yours because you murdered so many people. That is why. You're in a killing business. What did you do? You create? How many squad have you created? Where are they today?
They are all connected. You come to Ihiala. I'm talking so that the military there, we know. We have the picture. So we don't care. If you go to at the back of what they call it, at the back of this secondary school in Ihiala, there is a secondary school in Ihiala. What's the name of that secondary school? Let me come. I don't want to forget the name of that secondary school, please. They call it Abbott Boys Secondary School Ihiala. Abbott Boys Secondary School in Ihiala. The military is in front of that place. And at the back of Abbott Secondary School Ihiala, the military themselves have a, but I will put it out there so that our people will know. Because it's still hope. They had this meeting since December 2022 in the home of one Ebuku. They call him Izuchukwu Ibibe. He was the one that hosted this meeting.
The fact is that the threat he made to INEC officials, involving IPOB there, the election has come and gone. All the threat, what is it tantamount to? To implicate Mazen Nandekano more. If there's anything, Onyendu have no case to answer. And Onyendu have made it emphatically clear, legally, with our special counsel, to the whole world, his stand in what is happening in Biafra land. But they still want to associate their criminality with our leader. I'm going to let this voice go before I go into the next voice. The question still remains, who sold Mazen Namdekano for 9 million? That is the question. And the primary negotiator is the faceless Chinasa Nworu. And as you can see, Chike Doziem went to Tanzania. He literally probably went to Tanzania, probably go to Kenya as well, because Kenya and Tanzania have, that's why he landed, like when you want to go to zoo, you don't want to go to zoo directly, you can go to Cotonou, from Cotonou, now you're going to zoo. So he must visited Kenya as much as he landed in Tanzania. But I think when he showed that picture, some of you clapped. Some of you are confused because you don't think. Subconsciously, you don't think. What is he doing in Tanzania? What business is it? Diplomatic? Diplomatic what? East Africa sold Onyendu, our leader today. East Africa kept our leader where it is. Anything that happened in that soil, his soil shouldn't have any contact with it. But if it's there, that means there's something going on. And it's not diplomatic. It is their criminality that he went to supervise. Let's listen to this voice. I think I'm going to pick up one or two things from here.
There are certain things we can never show to the public because pumping champagne. Hope Uzodinma used to have government meetings, I think every 2 weeks. He was pumping champagne when Mazen Namdekan was renditioned. One thing is this. There are certain things we can never show to the public because if you show it to the public, you endanger your sympathizers. Because at the end of the day,
the truth about this matter is that there's nobody sympathizing for Chinasa Nworu. Chinasa Nworu is part of whatever Hope Uzodinma is doing. I want to be clear here. He has got no insider or sympathizer within Hope Uzodinma enclave because he's part of them. Because at the end of the day, all the Chinasa Nworu is saying, telling you that Hope Uzodinma was popping champagne the day Mazen Nandekano was kidnapped, and the pictures, including all these people, they mentioned their name, and your sympathizer told you all these things, and he did not tell Biafrans. I don't know if he said the day Mazen Nandekano was kidnapped, The day Mazen Nankano was kidnapped, which he said he didn't know, he was popping champagne. So, and he knew that he was kidnapped, but he didn't tell anybody. I want you to listen to this again, please. It's very important. We listen to this again. Listen to this.
Government meetings, I think every 2 weeks, he was pumping champagne when Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was renditioned. You know, one thing is this. There are certain things we can never show to the public, because if you show it to the public, you endanger your sympathizers. Because at the end of the day, they will found the person. They may notice the person with his voice.
The fact remains that, like I said, I repeat again, it has no sympathizer. The day Onyendu was rendition, he was popping champagne, he says. But like I said, he has got no clue or any insider within Hope Uzodinma. He's part of Hope Uzodinma camp. And I'll stop it there.
Like we used to get people also, and they will kill the person. And tomorrow, nobody will give you information.
Yeah, because the way we have killed a lot of people, just like Akwara women, you see now, this is where when we saying things, people don't understand. The reason China Sanworu killed over 50 to 60 men, and a whole lot of them today, probably the zoos holding them, is because of Akwala Omende. Because of so many things the guy knew that have come by. Because what they do is that when they use you, at the end of the day, when they're tired of using you, they're going to kill you. Because of that, whatever crime you committed or you've been dealing with them with. Akwala Omende was a principal servant. His Abia State, I think Abia State coordinator. That was his position. So he knew a lot what they have done within the state because he's in charge. So that was what prompted them. They set the guy up and they murdered him in a cold blood because they make sure that the sniper took him down, and they killed so many men because of that. Just like what he's telling you now. So he's in the business of killing people. He said somebody is sent to Kenya. Onyendu case died. But he never mentioned the person's name. So who is this person? That was all you need to know. But let's listen. We're asking this question, very important, that we know.
Celebrated. They were pumping champagne in Ikonso's house in Imo State. Hope was on them, man. I'm not telling you. I quote me anywhere that Tina Saworu said this. In that place is where they discuss who brought the balance money. Yes, Onwike brought the balance money, and some businessmen in Anambra, they brought the money to complete the $9 million. And this is the person. Tomorrow, those criminals, say, using Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's name, doing everything, they are also working with him. Because it's all about money. As we are talking this night, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and all this, if people found out, any group of people that want to destroy Chike Dozien, China Sanworu, and the DOS, the siblings of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu will give them 100% support. Whether, do you understand me? The hatred, because of what they feel they are gaining. We are not here for that. Now, they put all these things.
It's very pathetic where this guy is making reference. This is what you do. You live on blackmailing people. What is Mazen Nnamdi Kanu gaining? I keep on saying this. If Mazen Nnamdi Kanu family for anything wanted money, we wouldn't be talking about Biafra now. They wouldn't let their two parents die in the course of this journey. They don't need to do all of this. Even when they came out from prison, when they gave me stingent bail, all Jews Okaro went to their home and begged the two parents. And they told him he's on camera. So wretched animal like you, Mazen Nan kind of give you position. Now you made your sister Riazin. You guys concocted your sister as a what is it? A liaison officer in Germany, in Italy. The vampire in Italy. What are they getting? What are they gonna gain to compare to their two parents? You can't show your face and talking about gain. What are they gaining to compare to two parents? A king, for that matter, you riffraff. Is exactly what you are projecting, what you do. Because if you are not getting anything, that's why we never know that people are getting anything from IPOB. We were contributing with all our heart, doing everything we are doing. Some people came to take. We came to give. That is what we sworn an oath to do. If Mazen Nankano will sleep in street of random because of Radio Biafra, that you are in today, calling people's name and killing them from his pocket, then who dare you talk about gaining? Kananta was with Onyendu in UK here. So far at the same time, they were working honestly with their own personal money. Mazen can sleep in his car, in Tesco car park in this country because of Radio Biafra. You have the time to talk about gaining. Two parents died talking about gaining. Are you that daft? Italy now is exposing what you want to do. You left Kuwait where you are and you're going to Italy. What are you doing in Italy to go and defend Chidinma Nworo? If you're not getting anything today you guys are paying 670 euro in the name of you have BTV office, Reason office. Who are you Reason? Are you paying 670 euro monthly? Wasted money. Wasted resource. The project you guys went to Italy, the money you took to go and sow Fendi, all of them are projects. You guys will, that's the problem between Madam Nenya and Chikedozium. When you ask for money, can you give us? You can't in any sector in this world, whenever you want to go to commercial, you need to get your facts right in detail. So they have to reevaluate it and approve it. Have a record of what you use that money for. And you bring back receipt of that money, that the money went to the appropriate quarter. Because you people have the tendency of stealing. That's why you're going around and asking, how is Madam Nenya moving money? It is not your duty to know how Madam Nenya move money, which you Chinans want to confess here. But the other way around, or you have worked tirelessly with Chikedozian to make sure you guys crumble IPOB. All the money you guys have embezzled, what have you done with it? It's quite disheartening that you guys, we are the real vultures, the enemy at the gate that we have. Yunzunumike said he went to marry. He was using our office in Germany to pack Tokumbo is sending all this old property that he's sending to his sister in the zoo. This is people we are doing freedom fighting with. Living in our office in Germany. Because you guys are the one getting. Nobody's getting. It's you.
Staff the leadership money so that we struggle, keep the struggle alive. Maybe Chikedozium, when Mazen Namdekan will finally come out, they say, oh, this leadership, they didn't do anything. What did they do? Mazen Namdekan, so that
only that, of course, you know what's happening. You see the cry is cry. This is his last broadcast. This is his cry. They know what they're gonna face. And that's why you see the now they're saying, oh, Onyendu is accusing the zoo that they want to hold him, they want to hold Onyendu perpetually. All these things are lies. Because that's their wish. They have cried Onyendu is going to die. They're going to kill Onyendu. It didn't work. He's crying here. He knows already. They know their position. Are they going to come out and say that they get message from Mars and Narakano? From whom? They can say that. Or they don't have any business with this individual. These are a bunch of criminals. So some of you that are deceiving yourself with leadership. Which leadership? Who made you leadership? What are you leading? Very, very important.
Mazen Namdekan comes out. He said, okay, these people, you don't do anything. These people, you don't. Do you understand me? He came out as somebody who came to unify all the rubbish they have scattered
You see how the guy is dabbling with talk. Onyendu will come out to come and unify. Did you listen to what he's saying? I don't even think the guy know what he's talking about. Just listen to this guy. I don't know what he's smoking. I don't know what exactly what is he on. Or is it the blood of people that he murdered that is he always making him talk unguardedly? Onyendu is gonna come out to do what? You, China Samolu. If people like Omio couldn't get access to Onyendu, who are you? I don't understand. I don't get it. You might mess with them. They couldn't. Talk less of you. Nitwit.
Everywhere. Every rubbish they have scattered. That is what all their game is all about. They intentionally starve the leadership money. Every one of you have seen it. Have you people seen the leadership?
It says starve money. They destroyed IPOB finance because they started it with, when they started this whole thing, Chike Dozio was on the ground walking. You know what he was doing? They used the useless, jobless fool that lives in the zoo, the guy that was meant to travel even through the Mediterranean Sea, and he ended up in Senegambia, went back, said he came back because of Onyendu. Started accusing Madam Nenya, you have document. It was document. They carried vigorously attack on our finance. That is why the position we are here today, they cost it. All our accounts, including the one in Germany, they went in there and caused fraud because Chike Doziem, including China Sanworu, including all these are petty 419, all these are who push them, my brother, all these are Ibu Alaji. This is what they do. These are old cargos. You know how to manipulate account, but we're gonna get there. So at the end of the day, who is starving who with fund? What are you doing with the fund? How many times have you paid lawyer? Even the Zekome, it was Italian family, they paid $80,000. That's what the Zekome was paid. Zekome was paid $80,000. Italian family was people that paid that money to him. The records are there. Very, very important. Who is starving who with fund?
Making any fundraising. But immediately, the leadership authorized the people in America to raise some funds for the ESN and diplomatic. Have you seen it? Have you seen the sibling of Mazen Namdekano? He set up his own fundraising. Now he says he's representative of Mazen Namdekano. This is what we are passing through in this struggle. For me,
okay, it's very important because we need to continue. Now, I just want to, the whole truth is that they run out of gas. The question we're asking is, who sold Mazen Namdekano? The same man that he had his voice told us that Onyendu was sold for $9 million US, told us how the money was shared. And there's a particular, let me see if I can finish up this before I play the way he commented about finance before I close this program.
With the chairman of the village, Amadaba village, Victor Ibe.
Okay, now the finance is talking about
the international.
So you still have another question?
This is some of his pictures that we just unveiled. There's so many of them. Like I said, China Samolo can run, but he can't hide. Look at the animal here. This is baboon. This is some of his pictures. So we got so many of his pictures out now. So like I said, his miserable sister lives in Italy. Anybody in this one, like I said, once you live in a grass house, don't throw stone. It's very important because it's just a matter of time. Now, this is about China Sanwo-Olu free flap on the IPOB head of finance. This animal here lives in Kuwait. The whole Middle East contribute nothing to IPOB till tomorrow morning. They don't contribute any money. They tell you that they cannot move money, but people travel, people do business in Dubai. You live in Kuwait. But I started going to Dubai. I started going to Dubai, if I'm not mistaken, I think 2003 or so, if I'm not mistaken. I started visiting Dubai. Now, he contributed nothing. I want you to hear where China Sanwo will get the grudge he has against Maz and Nandekano. When we talk about who stole Onyendu, I remember when Onyendu went to Kuwait 2015 when he was toying. This animal hosted him, but there was no picture because he was on radio. There wasn't Facebook Live, you know. Listen.
We have to wait on you. Yes. Please be fast, be fast, be fast.
What difference between Nene Anya and those they have already sacked? That's my last question.
Okay.
So what's the difference
between Nene Anya and those that they sacked? And those that the leadership has sacked or expelled.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mazi, let me tell you something. In IPOB, we don't believe, one thing is that we don't believe in, just because you accuse somebody, or there is nobody in IPOB, even me, if I do something wrong, do you understand me? I don't know, many of you don't know, I have been suspended in IPOB.
He said many of you don't know. Nobody know because you're nobody. Why would we know? You cannot cough. He said maybe you don't know. Who knows you? Nobody know who you are, my brother. You are nobody. You're nobody. That's why nobody know. And who cares? What do you do pass order? Do you question it? Of course not. But you take into on him because he's in GSS dungeon. He just said it. Nobody needs to know. Because they're not order. And they must carry it. There's no question about this IPOB for you. If you don't like it, you jump off the ball.
Before. I don't know, many of you don't know this. Mazin Namdekano asked Mazi Chike Doziem, I have been suspended in IPOB DOS before by Mazin Namdekano through Mazi Chike Doziem. Many of you don't know that.
Do you see now? Do you see how diligent our leader is? Mazin Namdekano remain spotless in life. He followed due process because he practiced what he preached. Onyendu did not suspend him, but Onyendu suspended him through those above him who's supposed to suspend him because Chikedozie is head of the Directorate of State. Now, this animal found one thing because he couldn't deliver Kuwait, neither the Middle East himself. Onyendu suspended him through the appropriate channel. Since he's talking here just to make himself relevant. No, you were suspended. Don't say Martin Nandekano told him to suspend you. You were suspended because you wasn't doing what you're supposed to do. That is fact of life. But he's talking to Jonathan because Jonathan is a baboon. You see him shouting like people that talk too much are empty vessels. The loudest person that makes the biggest noise is very, very empty. He's barking like a mad dog. Think there's anything he can offer. These are wimps. They can't show their faces. If you can show your face, show us who you are. But you wouldn't.
Did anybody hear the voice? There was a reason that Middle East at that time were delaying in limiting their money because they were having challenges of remitting money from the Middle East. Even till today. And Onyendu suspended me. Ask Mazi Chike Doziem. So if I had me, the people you sack, the person you are calling, forget about assumption. Onyendu is there. When the time comes, I am not in the financial department, and I'm not believing anything somebody is saying. If Onyendu comes out, there is need, or if Nendayanya.
Do you see it? This is the time when they are still not sure of our leader. I see how he was talking then. He was making a little bit of sense because he were not meant to get involved in finance. And they know that Onyendu is there. Even Chikedozie said the same thing when Omada Highway called him. That Onyendu has not given me any order. But after that guidance principle I read to you was what? Because Chikedozie was, Maraboyibo pushed Chikedozie is in that document. That document is about 26 pages. For Chikedozie to use our letter heading approve her. She doesn't refuse. Before now, a job for write that particular thing now, they use, I just put IPOB. That's not our official logo. To write that, concord that rubbish. But you can see here he was talking here because you know where he's supposed to step his foot. And when it comes to finance, I will argue about this all the time. Madam Nenya does not answerable to Chike Doziem. Both of them are directors both of them are heads in their own positions. Chike Doziem is head of the Directors of State. Madam Nenya is head of finance. And we have our screen leader, Mazen Nankan. Both of them answerable to Onyendu direct, but both of them have to work as a unit. That's the reason why when Chike Doziem requested for money, and then I asked him to give account of the money, Chike Doziem wouldn't do it. Even the Italian people have confirmed it. So you can hear him here. What then? Program.
Is this a danger? People can have their disgrunt against somebody or this thing. That is also we allow people for you. You may be taking it, sack this person. It is the Biafran people. There are some, put in your mind also, there are some sensitive positions in IPOB. You have to recognize that. You have to recognize that. This is somebody who, why? There are something I don't know. I have been in IPO. They never talk about finance for IPO before. Even till this time, I don't want to be even involved. So,
did you hear it? Because you're not you don't have no business with finance. But today you are now one of the finance officer. I will stop it here. I will continue with this matter with the Italian family tomorrow, and I will stop it here. Tonight is being significant again. Today is the 003 episodes of this Who Sold Mazen Nnamdi Kanu for $9 million. As we have played a couple of voices, and with evidence, we always bring evidence with us. And the question will still reverberate because we will not put our guards down as they have opened door. And all the wishes they wish Onyendu is war will come back to all of them. Now they're perpetrating and they're propagating some lies about what Onyendu is. I don't know where they had that from because they don't have any contact with Onyendu. They don't get a message from our leader. Where was the last time you hear Mr. Caro writing an episode? Because he's sacked. He's a criminal. Jofi is a criminal. Zekome collected $80,000 from IPOB, did nothing. He went to collect an award. All this is after recommendation because they're looking for lead counsel. They share the money with Ejiofor. But, Chukwuka will do what you say he would do. That's all I have to say. But the question will still reverberate. Who sold Mazen Nnamdi Kanu for $9 million? Chinasa Nworu and his household are one of the fundamental people we need to be asking this question because they know what happened to our leader. They are the people that sold Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. They told us how much they sold Onyendu. As you can see, Chinasa Nworu, there was got so many pictures of him. This is his sister, the infiltrator herself. I don't want to talk about her. The Italian tomorrow, there's so much. Well, there's another voice again we'll have to deal with tomorrow. So, like I said, this program is specifically on a fundamental question. Who sold Mazen Nnamdi Kanu for $9 million? Fellow comrades and lovers of freedom, I want you to be the judge. Because at the end of the day, all this evidence we are building here is what is going to use against those that perpetrated this crime. Because our generation unborn are going to read this as a history. It is not for prejudice. There's nothing, personal about this, but this is fact. And that's why we fact check everything we say before we say them. And I thank every single one of you that have listened to the sound of my voice this night. May Chukwuka continue to guide and bless every single one of us. And I will give you the word of our leader one more time, and I will let you guys continue to be in the spirit. And I encourage every single one of us to continue. If our leader is still standing strong, how much more me and you that is out here? Our leader does not need any empathy from any of us. All it requires us to do, like I said, he said, I will not be the one to disappoint you. You will be the one to disappoint me. He said this in 2015. To tell you that a man that is up on a journey that they have given that mandate, he knew what he was getting involved in. So he does not need your empathy. He doesn't need it. What he needs is to you to do your part, as we all have sworn an oath. Thank you for listening to me. May Chukwuka continue to bless and guide every single one of us.
Mazindewo. Good evening,
Yeah.
fellow Biafrans. My name is Mazi Romanus Obichukwu Kamado Ogro. I reside here in Italy. I serve IPOB as a national coordinator under the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
Mazi, go on, please.
Good evening, Biafrans. I am Ephraim Okechukwu Ugu, the National Financial Secretary, IPOB Italy. Day one.
Mazi Ekezie, please.
Good evening, fellow Biafrans and lovers of freedom. My name is Amareus Chukwuma Ekezie. By God's grace, a national treasurer, IPOP in Italy.
Thank you, my brother comrade. Yes, today is another day, and we're going to continue where we stopped on the episode 002. Tonight is episode 003 on the menace of the so-called the dogs in Italy. Before we kick off tonight, is there something that happened in Padova tonight? Can I get you guys' perspective before we play some shenanigans and before we go into the main D of tonight's program? Mazi Ogro, can you throw a little bit light on what happened in Padova tonight, this afternoon? Because we are aware that we were contributing money, and the money they stole in Italy, what they have done with the money. Remember, we have to play the video of what happened in Finland. Because if you look at the people that were in that setting this afternoon, it's the same face that went to Finland. Those they finance, they contribute money. Anywhere they can scavenge money now, they use it for their own, selfish interest. And we are going to look at the memo, how they describe our leader on that memo. Please, go on, please, Maz.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mazu. Thank you very much, Mazu. I don't have much to say about the kangaroo movement they made today in Italy, reside in Padova, where is my city, where I reside as well, and my zone as well. I know everything about what they did today. These people, they are very, very funny. When I look at people that are in that place, they just go and do their own thing, because I call it their own thing. I saw some people, in fact, Mazume is a very disgraceful to the struggle. I cannot explain what I saw today, where they said they are doing the rehearsing. I don't know what they are rehearsing. As you said, are completely 100% right. That the same people, when they hijack account, the same set of people went to Finland, started boasting their how rich they are. The same people I saw today, there's no difference. They didn't make any difference. And I look around the studio, when some of them, I don't want to mention their name because they are irrelevant to me. They said I did not do anything. But I am looking forward to see what difference they made. The same way I stopped, the same, apart from the frame of house Nabaim, and because that is what they want. They want to show wings. Apart from the frame and the flag, there's no another thing. Every other thing have been done before now, under my watch. And these people, they have cut more than they will chew. Let us see how it goes. Because IPOB, what we are doing here is a spirit. It's not something somebody will just camouflage. Even then themselves that are camouflage, they know that they know themselves. They don't need to be told whom they are. So Mazi, let me give others chance to speak, because if we start narrating these people now, it's not something to stay here, because let people, because everything is social media. You don't need to be told or start saying this and that, or maybe say something maybe I'm laying allegation on somebody or insulting somebody. They have already insulted themselves. So no need. All I said
now
at the beginning, I will be in this struggle till I see the end of it.
Yeah, thank you very much. Mazif, is there anything you want to add? We are not going back, but it's very important. I just wanted to hear from you guys that reside in Italy. And this thing concerns you guys before I will make some, comments on things that I have done today before we move on to the meeting we came to do. Please go on.
Thank you very much, man. I think Biafra should see now that we've been disgraced today again. We've been disgraced again, because what they did today, just I don't know what to call it. It's a bunch of clowns. The money will be paying for this BTV. So at the end, this is what we do, it will offer to Biafrans here in Europe. Now it's online TV, not television. Online TV. I can stay in my room and run it. Now you say you put an online TV after everything we did. These people are just a big disgrace to this struggle. Big disgrace. When I saw this something, I've been pissed. I don't know how to. I found it so difficult to even pick something, because this is a big disgrace to this struggle. And it's a shame that all these things is happening when Oyendo is not around. These people have disgraced the struggle. These people, they are scammers. They are big scammers. Agbaim and his group, they are big. Okay, all the money we contributed for BTV, at the end, this is what they're giving to us. So you say you want to, this is an online TV, you put somebody there, maybe this guy that does Sabadante, that change napkins for old people. He will be sitting down there to do online TV. I will pay him every month. These people, they are just a big disgrace. I don't have much to, because let when he comes out, then we know how to handle them. Because these people, they are just total mess to this struggle, a big mess.
Thank you very much.
Italy account, the account in Italy, hijacking it without knowing it. 30,000 euro was sent to an unknown account. At the end, they are not even producing something with all this money. 30,000 euro was sent to an unknown account, these criminals. Then 6,000 euro was sent to the other guy, the Padova coordinator, to his personal account. Look at what we just saw today. This thing, I can just take a room from my apartment, just do the same thing and just present it. The whole of Europe, after everything.
Yes, Maz, you're 100% right. It's just like what we are doing here. Well, exactly where you are right now, the studio you are is more effective than what they have done today. Let me just say it in one word. The studio you are in now, talking to the whole world. Yeah, as long as you have internet, you can watch us wherever you are. That was why there was no need for Zoo to say they're going to stop Radio Biafra because it's an internet radio. And television, as it made today, people must understand that podcasts have taken over Orthodox television station. All these countries like BBC, they still is because we are paying them. We pay TV, we pay a TV tax in this country. It's going to BBC. I just want to make this assertion. Now, Maz Ekeze, if there's anything you want to say, because I need to say something before we move on, please.
Thank you, Mazio, man, for giving me this opportunity to say something. I can see it as a laughable, because what they do that place today at Padova is just to showcase themselves, for what to know that they are still existing. Opening BTV and the liaison office in Padova. Everybody that watched that event today know that they just go that place to showcase themselves and let people to know that they can be able to do something. But this, they promise us the time we are financing this BTV, that Onyendu is the person that is going to open this show. Why are they in the hurry to go and open this BTV without Onyendu, without waiting their leader or giving them approval? They're supposed to wait. If Onyendu, they have approval for Onyendu on what they are doing. Because Onyendu is the one that said that IPOP need to have BTV, television station, Europe, America, and Asia, and all the rest. Their leader is still in detention. They're supposed to wait for Onyendu to inaugurate this thing if they believe that Onyendu is with them or they are with Onyendu. And the majority of those people that are there, they are paying nothing, dying. They just went there to showcase themselves and just to celebrate and eat and drink and go to their various destinations. Nothing to showcase. Calling it liaison office because they borrowed this one from the man in Finland. Liaison office. No more BTV. To tell them that what they did in Finland, they have their own to do, to showcase.
Okay.
So, Maz, upon all the money we spend, if I tell you how much we have spent in this BTV, you can't believe it. You can't believe it.
It's very important that that's why I want you guys to.
It's now is online.
Now, this is why you people need to get evidence of the money how we have spent, physical money you guys spend. We need to tell Biafrans exactly how much is it and what it has tantamounted to. Thank you very much. Now,
we have
wait. Let's move forward from it. Yeah, when on the we'll talk about it. There's something significant. There's something he said. He said, why didn't they wait for our leader? Now, this is the memo they wrote today for this ceremony. I'm going to read a very significant part of it. He says, the inauguration ceremony of IPOB Liaison Office /BTV in Padova, Italy on 18th of November 2023. Welcome address by Maz Austin Aban, the European representative and member of DOS. Now, listen, pay attention here. Onyendu Kano is absent here. Do you understand what that means? Onyendu Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, is absentia. Let me show you what the word absentia means. Because he said something. Why didn't they wait for Onyendu? Because even if they open Orthodox television, there's nothing to offer to the struggle. Because they could have used 100 euro to run that particular studio. It won't cost more than 80 euro to run that studio every month. Because what we are doing here is not different from what they are doing, because they're depending on Jackson, which I'm going to prove tonight. One Biafran, I said it yesterday. Now, look at how they describe our leader. He said if they got authorization from Onyendu, they should have waited for our leader. Now, the question is, why do we need Reason office in Italy? Why do we need BTV now? Is it the present thing we need? Onyendu is in DSS journal. Now, they describe our leader. Absentia, whatever they call it. But now, let's go to I want to prove this particular thing. I want to prove it in dictionary, because there are certain things that will happen. People, we need to understand how far this individual has gone, right? I want to show you something for very obvious reason, because it breaks my heart. These people have taken tolls in Onyendu. Every single one of them have taken toll in our leader. Let me show you the word they use, what that word means in dictionary. So everybody will see. It is not me. I just want us to go through this before we can move forward. Very, very important. Give me a second. I don't even know what's. Well, 1 minute's coming. I don't know what's going on with my. I'm getting a slow system here. I don't know why this is happening now. It's being slow. Okay. I can see it here, but I can't see it in the studio. That's the funny part of it. I can see it, but I can't see it in the studio. I can't see it in the studio. Okay. You can you can see it on our studio, outside the studio, not inside. I don't know why. Okay, now it comes up now. That's the network issue. It will call it absent, yeah. But comprising with absent is absentia they use. Now you say of any expression of manner showing that someone is not paying attention to what it is being said or done. Now, this is how they describe Mazen Namdekan. You know, they describe our leader. This is the description they gave Onyendu. I mean, they didn't even say leader. They said Onyendu. Onyendu, we call Onyendu. Not everybody knows what Onyendu means. But first of all, you have to put the leader. Our leader, Onyendu Mazen Namdekan. What they put there is Onyendu Mazen Namdekan absent. This is the reason why when you ask the question, why didn't they? And you can see that the person that came to inaugurate the so-called BTV is Austin Abani with his entourage. The same people, the same clique, the same cabal, but our leader now is absent. That is how they describe Mazen and can tell you all you need to know. I want anybody that are watching to go and do the math by themselves. Onyendu is being described as being absent. Absent. How they describe Onyendu in official memo they write with IPOB. On the day they opened so-called BTV. That was Onyendu's vision. And all the money that we pumped into it, this is what they told our leaders. This is how they describe Mazen Namdekan. Okay, before we go forward, now, I want to say something. Let's see. I want to show you, do you guys know where this place is? But I want to prove something here. Let's see. Let's see because this is an apartment. It's an apartment, isn't it? Mazifem is an apartment, right?
Yes.
So because I had someone speaking on the background when this bloated idiot, Isaiah Oba and 1 second. Okay.
Biafra Alpha Power Media International.
So this is our
I don't know why. This is a network issue. I don't know why.
National. How about Allah? Maybe don't do so everybody has to go down.
Mazume, the lady you are hearing her voice is China Samori sister.
Yeah, I know. It's going to come up because I tagged her, but I don't know why this video is doing this. I think it's network. My network.
To shops. You know that our leader has it.
Comrades, there's something I need us to clarify, please. Maz Ogro, you know, last program we did, all of us referred China Samoru's sister as the mother. And that particular comment might confuse some people who does not understand what we're talking about. So I would like you guys to clarify, you know what I mean? Because to make sure that people knew that China Samoru's mother does not live in Italy. And you guys will tell us why you guys her the mother, please, before we move forward.
Mazume, please, there is something I want to say about this Jackson before we go back, start the issue of that Chinasa. Can you allow me to say something?
Go on, before we clarify that, go on.
You know this Jackson you are talking about, this Jackson, the first time, National can tell you, they narrate the story well. The first time this guy joined the struggle, he was pleading to our National to allow him to start printing T-shirts, selling it in order to make money. In order to make money. But National told the guy, no, it's not the way. Anything we are going to print, it must be in accordance with IPOP Italy National. And we are going to distribute it, we are going to sell it. The guy is looking any possible means to make money from IPOP. Even the day we are shocked is the day this guy told us that now Rapture Media is no longer Rapture Media is now is no longer private issue, is now IPOP Rapture. We asked him why. And this they former and this gang know that this is a private individual this thing and is being monetized. The guy begged us to everybody should subscribe to follow him in order to make money, because we did it in order to help him so that can be able to get something. You know, there is problem in this our co-star brother. It's not to something to criticize them or something like that. Majority of them in this our struggle, they are out to help. They are out for us to help them, not to contribute, but what they will benefit. You see?
No problem, Mazi. I want you guys to clarify. It's okay. We already know what Jackson. Like I said, we're not blaming Jackson. We're blaming those that is managing our media because they're in cahoot together. They are sharing the together. It is not only him, because when they allow him to access, even when Onyendu was here, they were streaming Onyendu through Rapture Media. Though our leader don't understand how all these things work, I will tell you categorically that Onyendu didn't understand the concept of that Rapture Media. Because if Onyendu, you are aware that the guy was making money through Rapture Media, Onyendu won't allow it. But didn't need. I can categorically say it because the money is not going to IPOB. You guys live in Italy. If it was going, we will know. So now, just can you, Mazi Ogro, can you just clarify? Because we've already done 1 hour here. We're going to have the next 1 hour to deal with the issue that we'll come to do. Can you clarify about this China Sanworu's sister, Chidimma Nworu, the one we are looking at the picture on the screen here? Because you guys were referring her the last time as the mother. So can we clarify before we move forward, please? Unmute yourself, Mazi.
Mazindewo, thank you very much for that question, for that clarification. You know, the reason why, not that we don't know that she's a sister of China Sanworu, but the reason why I called her mother of China Sanworu is this. If you could remember when, in those days, when we are in the village, maybe you came out where somebody, you and your mother exchanging boxing, you will not even ask, you will go and first and rescue your mother first, you know? But if your sister is fighting, you will come and separate, say, what is wrong? What's happening? What is happening? So the way Chinasa rushed me, that's why I named her. He came to defend her mother because he came in wrongly. And he himself understood it. Everybody watched the nature of that intervention is absolutely wrong. Very, very wrong. So she is a sister to him. That is the clarification I can give there.
Okay, that's very that. Just for the avoidance of those that don't know, that probably we watched the previous broadcast. He had the references of China Sanworu's mother. China Sanworu's mother does not live in Italy. I think she's still in Biafra land, but that's her sister, and that picture you've seen here on the screen.
No.
Yeah. So yeah. I think, is there anything you guys want to add, or should we go? Because you have given the reason why. Because 3 of you are calling her his mother. It is only Ephraim that are giving her, I think he calls her Wish. So I don't know which one it is. So, but you guys have had a
yeah, because if you watch the body language of Chinasa, you will know.
Mazume, what I can say in this issue is that Organa Brown one different. Understand? So when you come, when something happened to your mother, the way you react, and when something happened to your sister, the way you react is different. Understand me? So that is why we are calling the lady Chinasa good mother. Because there is a different the way you react when something happened to your mother and when something happened to your sister. Understand?
Yeah, no.
So that is why we are calling her Chinasa good mother. There.
Yeah, thank you. Anyway, for those, like I said, we just, for clarity's sake, just to keep everybody in the loop. Now, I just want to put our picture. You know, today is in the so-called the shenanigan they went through in Padova today. She's there. This is her picture, right? Yeah?
Yes.
That's her picture.
Yes.
Because, like I said, we're having some technical issue. But this is the picture of the lady. This is China Sanworu's sister, Chidimma Nworu, and she's the one they made rehearsing officer. Now, that office will be where they will be sleeping, because you know that our office in Germany, Nzumi made it his home, and where I was packing the property he's sending to his sister in the zoo. Now they went to open another, paying 670 euro every month, but paying rent for them because that's where she will be living, or they know what they're doing there. But that's a story for another day. Anyway,
Mazume, let me interject here. You know, this lady, during the time of before this BTV was launched, this lady was accusing our national, that is, national is preventing her not to take position in this BTV. That if you anything that happened to our national is from this lady, is the brain behind everything, and she's the one that started this attack.
We have the audio.
That is
our audio.
because the whole attack, even that day they came to our meeting. I told Maze Ella Chike Dozem that you people are the one that give this lady impetus to insult and do whatever she like in Italy, and can be able to get away with it. So they know that Mazogro is a problem to them in this Italy. That is why they have found all possible way to kick him out. There is no way. They say she forged signature. He forged signature. Instead of telling the world that they are seeking the Italian account and the relief account, and Mazogro refused them. Then they said he forged signature. That's why they write memo on behalf of Mazogro. So can go on.
Yeah, thank you. So, okay, fellow comrade, now we go to this is the second audio, the conversation between the threat. This is something that has never happened in IPOB. Even our leader, Mazen Namdekane, don't just jump into issues. That is only Mazen Namdekane have the power, to interject. Now it's designated to Chike Doziem to get involved on issues that is happening in another country. China Sanwo is common Middle East rep. That is his position. For those who does not listen to the first segment on 002, you can go into our Facebook page, is there. So 003. Now, let's listen to the second batch. And this conversation, I think, is between China Sanwo directly. Aban is not on this Troy. Aban is not on this tape, was it? No, Mazogro.
Yeah, Aban left. Even in that 001 episode 001, Aban left before we ended it.
No, 002, because that's where we played the tape on 002.
Yeah, 002. Yeah, before, yeah.
It was played in 002. The 001 was that was the initiative of the whole program. So let's go and listen to this now, and we do just.
Yeah.
Biafra Alpha Power Media International.
Actually, the 6 months suspension. Because as long as I know, him will only know that place. Only request always document na and tally. Na mbiko me kwa maze dossier mo. Ma ano me kwa maze abaye. We man maze abaye na won diko to amuna gi kporo ya na. You know na won. For this issue can come in the morning. And I will speak to maze dossier immediately. See abiko me later na tally. Maybe not in connection, maybe because my sister. And who were there? Let a little tally. Let your mom with them. I'm going to do no ya. With that letter hand you over. We don't need email translation or anything. So actually, because of this particular one letter, because now when request from me, as no need to give me address, no whatever again here, which is plain.
Now, this is China Sanwo, the faceless animal. Is a whole national coordinator of Italy, which is Mazogro on the screen with his team. questioning him about what transpires in Italy because he consigns her sister, Chidimma Nworu. This has never had an IPOB. This on his own is nepotism. Questioning, even this is not under your jurisdiction, but Austin Alban entertaining it because that is why today you couldn't see Chikedozium in Padova because Chikedozium know that everything they are doing is illegal. And that setting is not IPOB setting. Everybody knows that. But I just want to tell you that it's questioning him about, just like when they suspend people, who is questioning those people that have been suspended by their superior. Like Chikedozium was writing memos left, right, and center. He didn't answer to anybody. But he's questioning you why you suspended her sister while he doesn't live in Europe. I want people to understand this.
But I say no, they don't only here without your knowledge. I know my job. Or we had deserve 6 months suspension. Go no when another thing be attached to it.
Somewhere kwame before. Obidozri kambido kwanishika kwari again. From Kamebido Nishim Bemataronye Chidema, from Iranya Kamebido. No, because of we can go to suspension. Yes, yes.
Okay, no problem. An IPOB officer on that oath. You know, on that oath. I don't want to get some. Anything.
For God's sake, Biafrans, Chinasa Nworu, I don't know, like we have so many pictures of this guy, but what we are saying here is this.
He can't go without a cannon.
Is this IPOB? This guy called a whole national coordinator of Italy, threatening him in the first audio. Now it continues. This audio is 30-something minutes. His sister is jobless because if he has a job doing, he will spend 1 hour because this is where they want to make their ends meet. Now he's bringing Canon Takan into this conversation again. I want you to listen, please.
No, can you?
Muna madine hariku meji maka this trouble masina muna hariku na kanunta enyebere moda kanunta asingi na kanunta enyebere moda and is not intent to do that inye moda yememe when I'm not to do this oburo kanunta angro
maze chere achole ga indita yesim na kanunta enyebere moda kwa itsi ge ibo nyashi ipu actually, maybe you could yes, because there were certain things. I'm coming, I'm again crooked. But I'm here. But I'm not leadership. What is the name of IPOD? I never idea. Manolo, I know with you. On your bola, or what on Yana Hele, my children, or what I can only do. We know all of the people in Europe. Mobile to autopilot on this street. Before this problem.
Fellow comrade, I think you're listening.
And I know,
what he's saying, our leader listen. When we told you about who sold Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, Chinasa Nworu is conversation with a principal servant. If he can say this to Ogo, what has Chinasa Nworu said to people concerning Mazen Nnamdi Kanu? If Chinasa Nworu can talk to a sitting national coordinator, talk down on Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, the supreme leader of indigenous, you see, this life we are in, like I said, every single thing that these people have done, just like what they did in Italy today, shows you how disdain they have on our leader. That if Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was listening, that everything that happened to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is the cause of his problem. Continue.
Problem. I map it up. See, this guy, the information on the ground. Nobody takes it serious. leadership of IPO. None of you say something.
Is exactly what he was doing. He's talking to you. As because you never know that this conversation will come out. You don't know what they have told other people. He didn't know that this conversation will one day come out. That they were lobbying. If Kanu won leadership, he could have been open. Which he suggested to Kanu Takano. That is why Kanu Takano needs to speak over this. Because I think his time is due for him to clarify something. Because you cannot sit down, people will be talking over you. Kanu Takano, I know that this guy suggested Kanu to become the next leader. Kanu Takano shunned him. But you can see the way he talked down on our leader and what he's telling you is different. And this is how they have gone. The person that is talking about is Simon Ekpa. He told Onyendu that it is what he saw. But you people were the people that gave Onyendu his name as one of the people that are doing well on social media. People listed his name and gave. I already mentioned the name on Radio Biafra. It was you guys, not Onyendu. Mazman cannot do everything. He designated, duties to every individual and go and carry and do your. If you're not doing it well, then you need to vanquish that position. It's very, very imperative that we understand that and make that distinction. But as you can see, that everything that he do is telling you if they are talking like this to people, what do they do when they are in their circles talking about our leader? That's what you need to know.
Many things now, the better. Even as him know, my brother, I want him to everybody. I so I need people. What I mean, deal with people. Only can on this strong. But the ability is very critical. The decision nobody in taking life. In a taking life. I'm my sister, I'm going to say, you will all right. To matter anything in the moon, the number will not money waiting. Because because of what? But I don't know what is happening. Mazi, when they need the canon tabara, now you put your shimo when they check and when they walk up. I am nature. They check on your because more brother have proof to those things. Why would I have more than you as a model?
Then one bouncy. Look at the wretched animal. Look at what he's saying. He's waiting for Onyendu. Look at it. I don't even know what to describe this guy. But anyway, let's go.
Especially in a very old like this, I don't have fight this struggle. I know everybody. No formula. Mandela retrieve last step. Some of you, Mandela Europe, who didn't promote autopilot, who didn't promote Carlos, not no one in the Cano. But I'm just some of you. You hear of family cost either. This is a family business. Okay, for you on Facebook. Did you see it?
Family business and let me
because no, but stop getting the wrong information. Stop wrong information from your sister. No, I wouldn't forget because without your sister, they cannot get you now. No. Let me tell you, man, this is other countries. Problem that's where the man. But my sister, born in Italy. I did a couple of times.
Mazum, can I say something here before you forget?
Go on.
Mazum, Mazume.
Go on, Mazi.
Did you hear what he just said now? Did you hear what he just said now?
No, I had him.
Even other countries. But it's the same. Somebody said, ask Abaimo, did I intervene in any country? Abaimo respond like a baby of 2 months. No. Did you hear it now?
No, but the thing is, Mazi, he has forgotten what he told Albani in previous conversation. As he asked us Albani, because I'm gonna go back again and cut all these voices. You know, we are playing it now, but I'm going to edit them on a specific note and merge it together. Now he's saying that even other countries that you do go into other countries, but that he asked us Albani, have I ever intervened in anywhere in Europe? He said no. This is how dishonest and miserable this man is. This is how dishonest and miserable. These are common criminals, thieves. Very, 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 very uncultured people. He is talking. He's over 1 hour talking about his sister. Austin Alban is a nitwit. Did you see him today? All these are hungry, wretched individuals. These are miserable, hopeless individuals.
Italy twice. And then I'm in Europe many times. I have my contacts there. So, because and as I'm telling you, she's gone for IPOB, she's gone for good. I know my people. That in the presence of your sister, now I jealousy also something on area or 30 something coordinators including European rep or Goya and don't know why on the same person now some also maybe also committee actually get my child committee he said here now because I love it in honorable logo out and that naked because of no but she said Obido character change day in the boy as here don't threaten it out and then they could have my sister suspension because of this letter or even you have right. Because I know what they say in the back. You understanding me? Somebody to say they suspend my sister no way for now. Now suspend no way how?
That's something, someone listening to this, you ask yourself question. Fundamental question is, why is Chinasa Nworu so traumatized about his sister being suspended on gross insubordination? If IPOB is a volunteer force, as I am today, that everything I have done in IPOB is to devote my time, my resource, and everything that I own in life, why is he so traumatized if they're not getting anything from IPOB? Because IPOB is what he does as a living. He has his contact, he can get into any country and cause mayhem there. But it's very important that people are listening. He's the one shouting. He's constantly mentioning Kanu Takano as if he's competing with Mazin. Nobody voted you in IPOB. You are nobody. As long as we live, nobody knows you, and there's nothing you have done in IPOB better than any other person have done. There's some people that have done things in IPOB you don't even aware of it. being an opportunist and what you're demonstrating here shows that what you're accusing Canon Takan is what you want to do. That is the position you've been looking for. And that's what happened today in Italy. You are in Kuwait or in Cotonou or Lome, wherever you are. You couldn't even show your face in the so-called BTV and its television station. But here you are almost trying to commit suicide over your sister subordination. Let's go. At the end of the day, I think everybody's listening because we're not going to finish this audio. We're going to go another 5 minutes or 6 minutes or so. Then I will allow you guys to chip in, in the studio because this is about 30 minutes audio. But we're gonna go into another 6 minutes, if I'm not mistaken.
They suspend my assistant because of later. Because they came in here, oh my God, I'm going to the they suspend them because of later. There is no great character in your source. Yes. Suspension now was a warrant for 6 months.
HOD because of it's her sister. Other people that have been suspended, how many people have you called HOD and asked? You see, this is the reason why. There is no way people like this mindset will ever do anything that will be profitable to anybody in this struggle. They are not here for restore Biafra because the Biafra we are trying to restore. Imagine if it is these people we are, but nobody will ever listen. To be honest with you, if only you have this mindset that these people have, that won't be IPOB. Canon Takan was in this country with our leader. Some of you don't know this. Canon Takan was living in UK before he moved to Germany. When Radio Biafra was established, Canon Takan was in this country. When Onyendu went bankruptcy, Canon Takan was here, working, supporting our leader. Nobody, even himself, was part of Radio Biafra because his voice and Onyendu voice is the same. Sometimes he's speaking already, you didn't even know it's Canon Takan speaking because you think it's Onyendu. The first time we heard Canon Takan, we thought it was our leader speaking. When Onyendu had issue. But imagine if there were the people that were in position of our leader had those grace that Onyendu had. But you know one thing, they will never get there because there's no way a man with this kind of mindset will ever emerge to do anything. What they can do is to destroy. Look how he's talking about over something that has got nothing to do with you. He don't even interfere in this issue. No. Is that how we're going to run Biafra? Of course not.
Because of Buganada, somebody engineered because no one taking us. Because because now Canon Ezra women's Canon Ezra because with somebody on how they good because it is a Ghana. You don't know. Imagine. I can tell you something. In my problem, I am with a Biafran land today. You know, someone here. In my account, which is the onion. Amaram. One age, upon one age, upon one age, upon one college, upon one that's in the same day, they send you. When I did, I'm waiting the onion. Talent went on a massive campaign on ground. It's not a chicken to see recorded years, 750,000. I'm coming. Talent, I got all the commanders on ground. Don't want to contact. Well, we have to request money for economy. Yeah, for her, and I am him because he wants to take over. Now, I told him. You should forget about Chinas and Achika. They put $750,000.
But the truth about the matter is this. Anything that is fact is there. He's confessing what they did. They actually took 747,000. It's on record. It's not Canon Takano. It is not Canon Takano that said. Everything is pointing finger on Canon Takano. But that you can see where the problem is coming from. He just admitted that they stole $750,000, which of course they were part of it. I have the document on that. I can upload it here and show you people the documents that contain the money he's talking about, our former ESN account in America. What Asonyendu was with addition. AGO4 gave them the power of attorney to go and close that account. Madam Oyibo closed the account. The money was shared among them. It is not Canon Takano. That was the Latina Peters, which is our former IPOB National Financial Secretary in America, did an extensive report that is very visible. He them sat on it. So he's not confirming that what actually we said in that I made a program that document was out with Madam Oyibo's voice. Is if you go to Alpha Power Media, we can repost it again. It's there. But now he has commented about that money. He's pointing finger on Canon Takano. But the truth is that they stole 747,000, created Umueri account, falsified. He has not told you how much they collected from Umueri account. These men are evil. This Chineke Negoni people. You know, these people, I don't know how to classify them. I don't know. But let's listen.
There is a lot wrong in the camp. Some threatened my family.
Now, he said some threatening his family. That's why his family lives in Barak. You know, you see, everything all the program we have done, now, this is a secret. He's having a conversation with you. His family back home were in Barak. That's why this guy murdered Mende with his man. Because Akpara Mende was either state coordinator. The guy knew a lot. You see, fact is something that I don't run away from. Now he's confirming all those things we have done. They kept quiet that they don't know what we are talking about, but he just confirming that they were threatening. Most of the commander wasn't Canon Takano because of what he was doing. China Samonu was warning back on killing people. Even Ikonso, China Samonu was involved in Ikonso's death. We don't want to go into it because he has to attack Ikonso's younger brother, threatening his life. He did it openly in Radio Biafra. Call the guy's name. He started with Ikonso. We do all these things. Just like as we're talking today, we will bring all this audio when the time is right. We don't want to, but now he's confirming every single thing we have said in the past. You think he can run away from it? You were threatening his family, then he moved his family into Barak in the zoo. I want you to continue talking because I'm targeting here because there's some vital information where I have to speak over before you guys will have your time, please.
Because we have an intention to destroy what we are doing. He is never part of ESN. Or maybe any day, ESN any that form. Talonta is not part of ESN command. But only in the lawyer. Talonta, but uno joy on the group in the ocean of money. Honey, in the butcher. Ocean is only an email with a
imagine this is what he's telling me as a coordinator. This is his issue with his brother, issue with his sister, but his focus is not talking to Canon Takano. All this is about Onyendu. It's comparison that he's making. Canon Takano is not involved in forming ESN. No one asked that question, and that was not the question. That was not the conversation you guys are having. He called for his sister. He's the one mandating you what to do to find out, but now he's talking about talks of what. This is why they confess when they don't know. That talks too much because he has got nothing to offer. Was he part of those that are from ESN? The answer is no. He's talking about feeding. Your job is the job they designated you to do was to pass. Logistics, that was it. Food, that's why we are jotting cows. Any other person that Onyendu have as his emissary, you don't know what they were doing.
Okay. Ihe niile na-akọ na ewuro nke mwa bịa ka ezebe m nọzọ ya na-aba na akpasi ka ezebe m na-abọ na akpasi.
All of you, ịma ihe Talonta, ịma otu ọ na-esi akụchi nke dozi n'ọnụ, ịma otu ọ si akụchi na Samoro n'ọnụ, mana America, He is still roaming around. And we know, Maze, I'm going to but now, when we want to wear a suit, I don't know you. I'm going to chat. I think I am going to water. But all of the time, that is when I have my question mark. Question mark, because now request here from you. Someone can hear me. I can see question mark on you. Okay. Because no game about you that 1 million naira to complete a good new worker. Only to see you people one on body and make sure no worker need. Game about you that 1 million. And all the same account that paper here. All the same account paper. I don't know this worker. Yeah, all document. Yeah. Hey, where you pick up the main campaign? I overestimate your phone.
You see, that's where God works. But they went and printed IPOB worldwide statement of account and gave it a client to do program with it. Can you imagine? They printed the account that our leader is using. I was in DSS dungeon. That's the evidence they're giving to the so-called DSS. They printed that and put it on social media, where money has been transferred to and what the money was used for. Somebody don't understand what people have done. But his views is because of they were sending money on known account. Because if you guys send money, you don't have to disclose where you send the money. Do you see? The message goes to Onyendu. Who take that message to him? You cannot go to Onyendu. The message might be whoever that was going, that person that went to see our leader. Jesus Christ of Nazareth, man. I don't even know what to say, but it's good. Let's listen.
Attend a very heavy mail campaign against Chikedosim and me. They couldn't get the new worker. Did I come to ask you that? We're normal. I didn't say I am at the fault. We go ahead. But you young people, Mazine one them walk, upon one them walk, upon one them why not on IPO with you. Many people not there. Even when you were going to let you know one them why. I will not work with my sister. I'm going to go to Ghana because someone I know her. I have on several occasions. Even some of them, I don't want to put my sister on several occasions. Say, in a major order, because this thing it is open, it is transparent. I'll not get a personal.
It's very depressing listening to this guy because I don't mean personal. You're not doing it personal, but you are calling a national coordinator over issue that concerns yourself. That's personal. Does it mean they don't understand English language or you don't know what he's saying? It's very important. Everything that he said, he will go back and contradict himself. There's something that guy is on, but it's good that they testify. Now, he's telling you indirectly. Because when they found out that now you cannot aid and abet with them, that's why every single person that have stood against them, they wrote memo against them. That was why the memo came to you like it came to me, right? But the memo is irrelevant because Chikedosim has no power to write any memo, which of course all of them, they knew it. But they're pointing finger on Canon Takano. Canon Takano have got no time of this clown, to be honest with you.
Because tomorrow, I don't like them on a solve for problem I solve for that. I don't talk a man that talk to me. I don't talk a man who come today. Put a hand on the mayor. I can't make it tomorrow on one nature. But in him now, you know that they careful na decision on the day. When you are not in power, you are not in power. It's very critical that decision in the take. But very important.
Don't forget that this is a threat, but the same thing he's saying is actually what he's doing because he told you that he can go to any country. They are the people that has gone into different countries and found out what is happening there and removing people from referral and center because they want to build their own cabal, just like what he's seeing today. This is what they start when they started these things. We are just watching them, but when we push back, they understood because they will come to you and try to buy you in. If you didn't dance into their tune, then they will go back and say, you know what, just write memo. Chikerizim has the power. Chikerizim know he abused his position. That's why he doesn't hear him say anything. He don't go to the public. He couldn't go to Padova, but he went to Tanzania. He knew he abused whatever privilege he has, and it's irrelevant till tomorrow morning. That's why they're hiding him.
Because your sister got extra mile. Come now, we don't count that. But you put everything.
My sister got extra mile. Actually, give me extra mile of more than man.
Yes. Everything. Joy, I see. When we look at something, I'm okay now. Go for you coordinate us. Meeting with us or say I need jealous man China Samuru.
Those statements are wrong. Those statements
the truth about it is that the statement is not wrong, because that's why you're talking to Mr. That's why you're talking. That's why you're threatening Ogo. The statement is not wrong. That is why the man called you. He's not our. He's not the head of the United States. He's not the CRC. That is why he called you. He bypassed every protocol, call you and questioning you and threatening you on top of it. So what is he talking about?
Face so long, yana bukara nyere naka. Aneba mu chidima logo out. Sina umoke kweri agbo. Gidi umoke na ke na dro ngwa it so forward in everything. Anom na egi akoro ma akoro. Mu na egi, but I cannot speak. Of course, you say in that my back is even narrow. Chidima now he logo out. Who will tell me what happened in that meeting? See, don't threaten me. Or pastor me where go the same plan because before me go and ask them, before me and take action. I'm not going to answer what they work there. And then never know my children make a bosom come now they send through test. Many of them now. They calculate my information as this one. Okay, you say Obroni feed the Lord, okay. Fine and go. Let it be. But I try me. I would have 100 and something contracts. I would IPO. Where the mother that said, no more because I'm going to see. I'm very one day. So, I
Maz, this guy is on something. He talk about people over 100 and something country. He doesn't get involved. But he just told you go to countries. A couple minutes ago, the man just said he go to countries. Is this guy okay?
Can you see that? Can you see that?
Anyway, let me see. We are in 17 minutes, so I think I'm going to stop the audio here. Mazogro, you know that the conversation is between you, which I've commented over. I would like your colleagues to say something before I will come back to you. Maz Ephraim, as we have listened to this 16 minutes audio, you had him and what the guy is saying, which I've been talking over it. You know, like you guys that are listening supposed to be dotting something you want to comment on. That's how it is when we're doing such thing, because it's extensive, because it's an audio. Because when you hear the voice, maybe you will collect. That's why myself as a moderator, I'm talking over it. But you guys that are listening with me supposed to be knowing the key point you want to speak upon. I'll give you 5 minutes. If it's not enough, just go ahead and give your own perspective, please.
Thank you very much, Mazu, man.
There we go.
You see, this China Sanworo, the guy is a bastard. He's not just a stupid idiot. He's an idiot to start with. Because this guy, right from the very first time Oyendu was rendition, I hated this guy. Most people that knew me go to his page and anyway, when they talk about it, I hate him. because I saw that this is a demonic. This guy is a demon. Now he's coming to fight over his sister that was suspended. Whereas this same guy called names of men on ground, called their name on radio. Most of them, probably they are dead now. Many of them, it's not one, it's not two. Many men, we come on radio and call their names, and they'll be attacked by the Nigerian military, and they'll be killed. And he's coming here now to fight for his sister. He came to fight for his sister. Now, he made mention of 747,000 that has nothing to do with Kanonta. That account, that very account, it was even Kanonta that saved us from that account. Because when things were going wrong on that, Kanonta was shouting. Kanonta was coming out to say something, to say this thing is not good. It was Kanonta that saved us. Because more than that amount, maybe we would have even deposited more money than that $747,000 that they stole, which they know how they share the money. Today, nobody's talking about that because they know what they did. So, Mazi, this guy is just listening to him. You know, one thing that made me to stop listening to Radio Biafra then was because of him. I hate listening to his voice. I hate hearing his voice. Most time people will come out and be shouting. There are people that don't listen to Radio Biafra. But this guy, once he's on radio, I don't listen to it. There was a day he was on air, talking on air. That day I caught somebody, and this person was like, "Hey, you don't know Mazi's on air, and you are calling me." The thing, because I don't even have interest, not common interest to listen to him. I don't listen to him for anything, even it's on radio, right from time. Because I know this guy. Everything he's saying, threatening people, is what he has done already. He has been doing it. He has been doing all these things. Everything, you want to say something, Kanonta. You want your own enemy to become people's enemy. If you don't like that person, the other people should not like the person. If this is how Oyendo has been doing this struggle, then I don't think we would have got to this position. And one thing I want to say is that this kind of people, if they continue to be in this struggle, if they should continue to be with us in this struggle, they are not going to. They are just wasting our time.
No, that's true. I agree. I totally agree with you.
They will just waste
100%.
Kind of people should continue this struggle with us. We are just wasting our time. So
but these people have gone, Maz, they are not with us. They are not. At least you can see what happened in Padova today. That's not IPOB. You see, the species of people you saw in Padova today is the same people we saw in Finland. There's one woman I saw, one lady used to be in my zone. These are people that are going with emotion. They're all from the same place. So these are people like gathering. Like this is a village meeting because they're Biafra in Biafra community. So that is why you see the scribe Maz in Nankan is absentee. Onyendu is absent because Onyendu is not there. He failed to appear. But they didn't mention Chike Doziem, but Onyendu was given absent as a title. That's what they gave Maz in Nankan, not appearing in the shenanigans they did in Padova today. So I totally agree with you.
These people that went to Finland, that were still in the Padova today, these people that gathered themselves, they went to Finland because going to Finland was the money they stole from Italy. When they hijacked their account, they got money to buy flight tickets for idiots to go.
How many people? Yeah.
Now, these same people, even the Stimiliano coordinator called KK Ugo, this guy, when Opus Odema was coming to Italy here, this guy, he organized a phone call. It was organized. I heard about it. I just kept quiet. Those things were organized. Saying that we don't have right to challenge any politician coming here on all those things. They were all organized. So you don't have right to challenge any politician coming here, but you have right to go to Finland to look for Simon Epa. You have that right to go to another nation to get some, but you don't have right. When Kupus Odema was coming here, you organized a phone call with whoever, because I know it. when they told me about it, that this is true, I know it was organized just to fake everything. Because these people, they are working with Upu Sodima and the rest of them. They have been working with them.
Yeah.
So
just like you said, the letter,
everything they are doing.
The letter that they gave to Chida Samoru's sister, Chidinma Moro, people didn't know what the content is because she's not qualified to deliver any letter to anybody in Italy without the authorization of the national coordinator. They didn't have money to go to protest because they don't want to show their faces there because they are part of the whole problem. That's the fact of life. Chike Doziem and Chike China Saworu, all these people are Hope Uzodima's alibi. They are his boys. They are under his payroll. You can see how China Saworu is talking about our leader. Our leader wasn't listening. You know, Maz, just finish up. I can go to Maz Ekezie.
So Maz, I'm torn because these people, most especially China Saworu, the guy is a bastard, and everybody that comes from that family, I don't think maybe they are still the same people. So the family, the parents are there. They are just childless. That's what I want to. Thank you.
Thank you, Maz. Go over to Maz and there were Maz.
And there were Maz. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. You know, one thing I want to say about this conversation is that one, for you to know the evil these people, the crime they have committed, both Abanyam and China Samoru, before Mazi Ogoro gave this lady, China Samoru, sister, suspension, Mazi Ogoro asked Abanyam what this lady did. Is it good or wrong? And Abanyam said he is not aware of that letter because if any letter is coming, it must come through him, European rep, before going to national coordinator. That he will look into it. Now, when Chinasa come to attack our national coordinator, Abanyam is still in that conversation. He didn't say anything. And the Abanyam is supposed to question Chinasa, what her sister did, is it good? For giving letter without the notice of national coordinator and without himself, European rep. He didn't ask that question.
No, but Maz, I'm not cutting. Maz, I'm not cutting you off. You must understand that what happened in Padova today have told you who is in charge. Abanyam and the rest of them, Zulumike and Isaiah Oba, he just said it in the conversation that he goes every country. Who is controlling this man now is China Samoru. Because he's threatening every single one of them now. He's threatening every single one of them that if they speak, they're going to. He's threatening every single one of them now that under the China Samoru is holding them under ransom. That is why the allegiance now go to Padova, where his sister now, they gave her office, paying for her where she can be having numerous men come and, you know, dealt with her there. I think he married a white woman, a white Italian, if I'm not mistaken. It's very obvious. Chikerezem was not mentioned. Chikerezem is head of that of state. He lives in Europe. He's from Europe. He's not part of the BTV if it existed. So just contribute to what you're saying. Ina Sanwo-Olu is in charge. That's why Abanyam has no power.
Then in that conversation, because if you can understand what happened, transpired that place, Abanyam is the European rep. He's supposed to tell Chinasa that Mazi Ogoro have told me what your sister did, and I'm on it or I'm not on it. You shouldn't intervene. Look at what happened. And Abanyam told our national coordinator, Mazi Ogoro, that he is not aware of that letter. And in our meeting, we asked this lady, how do you got this letter? Abanyam is aware of where we are going. And Abanyam didn't give us any letter to submit that place. because if they want to give us letter, they're supposed to call national coordinator and give him a letter to give that place. And this same lady in that meeting told us that she will not go because she don't have transport money. And our national asked her, why mentioning this thing in our forum? We are making other people to have biased mind, to say that they are not going. But later, she came to that rally with a letter and without informing our national what happened. And she submitted that letter without us knowing the context of the letter up till now. And when our national got angry and called Abanyim, look at what happened. Abanyim denied that he don't know a way. He's not aware of that letter. And when we asked Chidemma, where did you get this letter? How do you get this letter? She told us that she called inquiry line of DOS to get this letter. She didn't tell us that his brother is the one that prepared that letter. Then what did she tell her his brother? That what we are going for, and what we require letter to submit that place. While Abanyim, the European Red, we informed where we are going, didn't give us any letter. Then letter come from China Samoro to her sister to go and submit without our national. Then even the meeting we held with Chike Doziem and Abanyman, I asked them in that this Chidemma, is she a national coordinator? Why do people maneuver our national coordinator? Do we have two national coordinators in Italy? You people maneuver our national coordinator and give a letter to China Sangoro sister without letting our national know. That is the time I know these people are cooking something. They are making every possible thing to make our national angry. To make sure, okay, now, in the whole issue, majority letter we are submitting to government body in this country, Italy. She's the one that translating those letters. And after our national notice what is going on and the abuse and the plot they are using her to the issue, the whole thing they are using her to commit in this Italy. Our national ignore her and shift that position to another person. Now, they write a memo that our national forged a signatory of Chike Doziem, because every letter we submit here always come in English version, and we need to translate it to Italian version before giving to any government agency. She is the one that has translated that letter, but after she started giving our national headache, then our national shift that issue to another person. The same letter she is translating to us here in Italy, we normally submit to Italian government or any agency we need to meet. The same that letter the other person, our national, gave that position to translate. Now, hence that position have shifted from her to another person. They said our national coordinator forged a letter that he submitted to Italian agency, while it's the same thing, the same translation, the same signature. Then they are telling us that the ones China's sister she's doing before is also forgery, because they have national have already.
But that is the thing. I don't know how you guys because translating letter, because sometimes what you don't know it. but there's no rocket science to it. Even the Microsoft Word can translate letters that are written in English. They should be doing that themselves, head of the head of state. But because of the lazy, and they don't know what they do. Before you export that letter from PDF, you can translate it with the same Microsoft that you write that letter with. I don't know how they do it, but this is a common thing. You don't need any expertise to translate letter because Microsoft will translate it for you. I'm being honest. But at the end of the day, Ihachina Sawo said that all the letter that you guys have been submitting, he was the one translating it. So they make him. It's like he's been positioning himself to be important. Why he's not? Translating letter, even in Facebook and translate language is the most commonest thing you can get. It's very easy. It's copy and paste.
No,
to be fair,
Mazume, he can hear in that audio when he is telling our, he told our national coordinator that if he eventually pull our sister out in this struggle, things is going to change. Things is going to spoil.
Yeah, I had him. It's a threat. He's threatening him, of course. And what is that threat?
So this is a threat he's using. This is a threat he's giving to the DOS group. That is why Amanyim, who is aware of what transpired in Italy, cannot caution China Samoro that
of course we know.
He is aware of it. That Abayu, that Ogro have already informed me what transpired. He didn't mention it. He didn't say anything. Threatening the nation. Even in that meeting of that 7th of February, I asked them, why this guy from Kuwait threatened? I asked them this question. And the Chike Doziem said, Abanyim, did the Chinasa threaten our national continent? And Abanyim said, yes, in that audio. And that is the end. So, Mazi,
he's holding all of them ransom.
What is going on? This guy have hold them on ransom. They can't talk.
Mazi, thank you. Let Maz go because we're already 2 hours in the mark. Maz go 5 minutes because it was your voice. Can you say something before we close, please? Because we still have another 14 minutes to deal with on this audio before we go into the there's another audios we have to go into, but subsequent program. But the episode 004 is going to finish this particular where we are now, because it's very, very important that people know what has happened. The word that has come out of this guy's mouth directly to Onyindu is absurd. So, Mazogro, 5 minutes, please.
Thank you very much, Mazi. I think we have done justice this night. Everybody watching us here right now, wherever you are, there are some people hiding under their bed, some are back door. We know. We are seeing all of you here. And you don't want to think he will pull out his sister. My question to you people that are listening to us, did he done that? The answer is no. China Samoru, I ask you, you say Kanunta is giving me order. I challenge you to count one. You just run around. You just run just like that. The intimidation this guy have laid on DOS is beyond control. Before they came to that call with Abayim, he have intimidated Abayim, and Abayim will have nothing to say. This one is just saying I'm at work. It's just a fallacy. It's just a fallacy. They disarranged call. Chinas have threatened him behind before he dragged him to me. That is the fact.
Of course.
That's
the obvious, of course.
Austin is an bedside. Austin Abayim is an bedside. He's an bedside. And I challenge him. All the petitions some coordinators have wrote against me is under his table. This Abayim, you see, is an evil man. And I don't owe any apology to anybody. He's an idiot. He threatened me. He created the monsters here. That is why they don't have anything to say. They create these people to come for statement of account because they don't have anything to say. My crime today in IPOB, the whole world hear me. My crime today in IPOB is that I'm working with Kanonta and Neneanya. There's no anything I did, which they cannot prove. The same Aban was there when he came. Guragu said that I lodged Neneanya and Kanonta in Hotel Padova. For what? Is there any occasion we are doing? And they match this thing under the cap. These people are evil, Mazin. I am very, very pissed off with these people, to be frank with you. These people, I don't even know. But I'm waiting for those idiots that say, if Mazin come out and he broadcasts on any other radio without, these are idiots, they nobody. Azayoba, he says something. He says something sometime ago. That as we know that because I discussed it, I'm telling her, I told Azayoba, this lady, you know her, even under Ira. He said he confirmed it. Say yes, I know that the lady is stubborn, but as we know that there is a Chinasa Ngoru sister, we have to protect her. I say how will I protect her?
Hold it there.
This Azayoba you are saying. I have information all of
you see that guy. Isaiah Oba is the most idiotic person I have ever seen. He says you see him on social media now, he's doing saga. He's doing saga. That's what he does. He's calling it Mediman Finland and he's getting himself involved. It's someone that is European rep and he's going to the saga of the Christianity and Omena. That's what he does. That same idiot. I called him when we have problem in UK here. I'm not cutting you off. Just to let you know. Continue.
This Azayoba during the time of Iranya Iranya hanged us here during the time of Iranya. He collected everything. He closed where we are doing meeting here. Which I'm aware of these things. Azayoba, the only thing Azayoba said is, why did I go and sign some document? I say, can't you say what you know? These are a bunch of idiots. They just roaming around. They are just after is my brother, is my sister. That's what they are doing here. And the people are listening to this. I can never listen to them because I have checked them, I have obeyed them, followed them gradually. All of them one by one. Edozium, I have his own. Abaim, I have. Abaim, I have. Azayoba. Uzurumike says something here. When even I told Abaim that meeting, did you hear what Uzurumike said? He told me that don't you know that I'm the one that are guiding him. This is bunch of idiots. Today they are in Padova. They're in Padova because we are doing struggle. They sent some idiot coordinator. What I'm saying today, none of them, they will be ashamed of themselves where they are now. They're listening to me because they don't know all these things. They are just running around. They just push them like a truck. They are jumping up and down. Did they know that Ichinasa came here to threaten me? They don't know. And I put it to the any day you could get up and ask questions, that day will be your problem will start. Do not ask. Continue working with them sheepishly without asking questions. This is not what our leader taught us. You must ask questions. That is who we are. That is Biafra for you. So these people have made me to run crazy. But
thank you, man. Don't run
crazy. That's where we are.
Before we go, I want to remind them. Anyway, it's fine. We have wasted a lot of time. We have so many things to do. So our next segment is going to be to finish up this. I think we still have like about 15 minutes on this particular one. And now, before we go into the audios where there's different audios, we don't need to comment on it until when we unveil them. I can't thank you guys enough. And today we have done wonderfully. Like we said, those that have ear, let them listen. The reason why we are doing this is not because we want to blackmail anybody, but it's time that we start getting people to understand the position. just like what happened. As I let you guys go, I'm going to try out. There's one scenario I want to play on what happened in Padova today to ask some couple questions. So I thank you guys for coming, and this is where we're going to do before my men left the studio. Yeah, so thank you guys for coming. Yes, fellow comrades and lovers of freedom. Yes, this is the episode 003 on the position of the cabal within DOS in Italy, IPOB family, the menace. And today, you guys see what happened in Padova today. Padova today was China Sanwo-Olu's sister. She was the one in charge. I was trying earlier on to try to play this video. I don't know why it was playing out. But before I go, there's a particular thing I wanted to point out before I leave the studio this night, because it's very imperative that we let our people know on this conversation. He had where China Sanwo-Olu was blaming Maz in
We're waiting for it.
So this video was a bit shitty. This is the clowns. You see where they're standing, and I want you to hear where they specifically say they are waiting for Rapture Media to go live. This is a bunch of animals. Say they are unveiling a TV station, whereas they're depending on social media going live.
I'm telling you, no, I'm saying the truth.
This is the voice of China Sanwo-Olu's sister, Chidinma Nworu, and the clowns. I want to bring it. I want you to hear where they said they are waiting for what is it called? Rapture Media to go live. I want you to hear this before I close this program. Very important.
I
need to get that particular place. I need to get it. Earlier on, this was giving me issues, but I don't know because of congestion on the studio. But let me hear. I want to hear part of this before I go. They rented apartments. You know, they are paying 670 euro monthly. On this era we are. I'm in a studio. There's mobile studio everywhere. You can run studio with less than 100 euro every month, professionally, without stressing yourself. Without stressing yourself. 100 euro monthly. With professionally, I mean professionally. The days of people sitting down, even people work remotely these days, sit in their house and do the work. I want to pay somebody to sit down in a room doing what there? She doesn't want his sister. They rented an apartment for her, so he can be servicing KK. That's where they're going having fun. Patrick came the kind of job you do. I don't know if you go to the job or people come to you.
I'm telling you, no, I'm saying the truth.
Baby.
No, even my this year
on the light. On that light.
No.
We're waiting for Rapture to go live. We're waiting for Rapture.
You see the lights. You understand? Down here.
They are waiting for Rapture to go live. Can you imagine? And they call people from different countries. They flew into Italy. These animals thinking that they anyway, I don't blame them. You know, if people can pay 10% of their hard-earned money, why should I have to tell you how to use your money? It's not me to tell you how to spend your hard-earned money. But what I'm saying to you guys is this. These people have disrespected and maligned our leader. Everybody saw what they wrote in there. Some of you read that particular memo. You don't understand what it is. The scammers Nankan as absentee. Your leader. Not even calling him leader. Nankan is that's what they called him on that particular junk. And he unveiled the television. My question to you, you that watched, clapping hand, you that went there, what is that particular thing has to add to what we are fighting for? How does he get Mazen Nankan out? Like I repeat again, nobody, Orthodox studio is like BBC, CNN, all these are, cable televisions is something that people have done. Even people working there have moved on. Like Fox News, Tucker Carlson is making more overview. Donald Trump is not going into any debate in Republican primaries because why? Those people there, he's leading them with 60 points. He has gone into with Tucker Carlson on X, which is Twitter. The view is like quadruple, like 10 times. Nobody cares about what he does with the Orthodox television. Why would you rent a room and put share there with laptop and flag and banner as what? And it still depends on media. That's absurdity in the highest order. I don't know what has gone over our people. Nandekan said, and our leader, I don't know what he said, but you know what? I think I will let you guys go, and Mechukoka will continue to preserve our leader and his entire household and every sincere IPOB member across the globe. And my name is Mazu George Chukwume, and I still remain your humble servant, and I'm signing out here from United Kingdom. And it's good night. Thank you.